What's up, Quincy? What's going on with you, bro? How you feeling, man? Hey, that's what's up, bro. Hey, John. Hey, John, that shit is real, man. That shit is real, John. I'm telling you. I told you when it comes to these baby mama tears, they come in all forms. But when it comes to like I say, white people get screwed the most when it comes to child support, paying more money, everything. But when it comes to the percentage of black men going through it, we at a high rate. You know what I'm saying? It's the shit's real. Khalid, what's up? Jose, what's up? Jerry, what's good? Greg, what's good? Kevin, my man said MGTOW. What's up, Rich? What's going on? Yes, we all are. Sean, what's going on? Salute to the Ohio people. Hey, I got something I really want to talk to y'all about. I've been thinking about it. But as you see in the title, it says that I'm gonna be honest with you. This for everybody to talk about. This for everybody to check out. But what's up, Matt? But this is something I want to talk to as far as the black men out here. What's up, Gregory? But it's for everybody to tune in and tell me your opinion, your thoughts. What's up, Marv Dawkins? What's up, bro? Uh, and as you see on the title, it says, "Does your life, does your black lives matter?" So for men, peace unto you, brother. Appreciate it. You know, oh yeah, I'm finna make some people mad, and I'm be honest with you. When I say the things I'm gonna say, uh, what's up, Jimmy? Motherfucker might, you know what I'm saying, stop supporting the page. They might disagree and stay on, but I'm gonna tell this. Uh, Khalid, I'm adopting a little girl in November. Hey man, congratulations, brother. That's good. That's good. Haley, how you doing? Shout out to Georgia. But this is something need to be discussed with all this stuff going on. Timothy, I appreciate you coming in, man. DJ, what's good, man? I'm just getting a little more time for more people to come in. And like I say, some people might get pissed off. They might say, I ain't come back on here no more. I ain't fucking with you. I don't give no fuck. Because I'm just gonna tell the truth. You know what I mean? And like I say, it's for the black fathers out here. And white folks, I want y'all to check it out and come with y'all thoughts and opinion. I'm finna drop some real. You know. Now, what I want y'all to see, I don't know if you. Oh yeah, everybody that's on the Facebook, please like the post, share it if you can. Uh, if y'all got YouTube or if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Definitely trying to push that page up. What's up, Eric? Oh, Kevin, it's your first time? Hey man, hey, I appreciate it, man. I'll be periodically on here. I'm trying to be on here more and more as far as the lives. Um, you know, hey, appreciate it, Haley. Thank you. I got over 114. We finna start it right now. Now y'all see the title where it says, Does your black lives matter, men?" What's up, Angel? And when it comes to the Black Lives Matter organization, fuck Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I said it. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Clayton Hawkins, what's up, bro? So, to y'all fathers out here, black men, your black lives do not matter. Now, plain and simple, fuck Black Lives Matter. When it comes to this Black Lives Matter organization, they do not give a shit about you. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mike? Bill, what's going on? They do not give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? They the right hands of white supremacy. When it comes to this Black Lives Matter organization, they do not give a shit about you. This shit about George Floyd being killed. What's up, Corey? You right. This shit about George Floyd getting killed. Yeah, definitely was wrong. Yeah, fuck Black Lives Matter, John. The organization. See, I don't want y'all to get it twisted. Black lives does matter, but the organization don't mean shit to black brothers. And I'm gonna tell you why. Originally, Black Lives Matter, when it started, they said they made Black Lives Matter to support um, black men who getting killed unjust by the police, right? If you go on the Black Lives Matter website, you'll see that they went from supporting black men to the alphabet community. See what they did, they co-opt. They used I think it was Mike Brown that got killed, and they took that and ran with it. And of course, who started the Black Lives Matter movement? Two black feminists, alphabet community feminists, is what started the Black Lives Matter movement. And they used Mike Brown's death to get it rolling. And then of course, Soros gave out that money, and it ain't nothing but a huge spectacle using black men. They don't give a fuck about black men. They do not give a fuck about black men. These are the same, and these are the same black queens. These, like I always tell y'all, these fake black pros, these fake ass conscious queens, be the main ones send your ass up for failure, black men, taking you to court, putting you on child support, alienating you from seeing your own kids. It's I'm telling you, they don't give a fuck about George Floyd, not at all. Now, if y'all go and look at the thumbnail, you see those three people out there. You know who that is? Now, the little girl that you see, I don't know who that is, but that boy and that girl on the left and the right, I hope y'all know that's George Floyd's kids. He didn't just have a 6-year-old girl. That 6-year-old girl you hear they show on the TV and everything. I hope you know he had two other kids. One is 24, one is 26, and they was estranged, right? They estranged. What's up, Joe? They estranged. He had two estranged kids when he was out there in Texas. Now, let's think about this, fellas. You know, 9 times out of 10, why he was estranged from his two kids. You already know. Her baby mama terrorist. Now, they ain't talking about that, but if you Google it, I'm not lying to y'all, Google it. Just say George Floyd estranged kids. Go on there. And they'll tell you, you know, they ain't seen their father, and they was in town. I think they ain't seen him for over 15 years. Now, like I said, they do not give a fuck about you. These Black Lives Matter whores do not give a shit about you. These fake ass conscious queen will set you up for failure. Like I was telling John. Oh yeah, John, a baby mama tears coming off forms. I always say that. They black, white, blue, or green. But when it comes to these fake ass conscious, we support our kings. Them the ones. I ain't talking about black queens. I'm talking about these fake ass black pro queens. The ones that say they support our kings. Them the ones that set you up for failure. And for all y'all who's pro-black, y'all starting to see the light. The ones that's pro-black is starting to see the light. Because I know many pro-black men who are for their people who are alienated from a so-called black conscious queen who send you up for failure. And let's think about it. If they was really like everybody's out there rioting and tearing up their neighborhoods, they getting set up for failure. Because if you was really about, you know what I'm saying, causing havoc and destroying the bullets, you know, destroying shit, you'll be about destroying the source. The source is the government. The government is the reason for all this. The government is allowing everybody out there to tear up their neighborhoods and tear up their communities. And these dumb motherfuckers don't realize that they setting this thing up. Okay, you go destroy Wendy's, right? You go destroy Target. You think Target gonna take that insurance money and come right back? Hell no. They're gonna take that insurance money, and they're gonna go to another area, and then you're gonna have that abandoned Target, that abandoned Wendy's out there in your neighborhood, and now it's gonna depreciate your neighborhood. And what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna definitely I appreciate Andrew. I'm gonna check that out. They're gonna definitely gentrify that neighborhood. They know what they're doing. So if you was really about causing havoc and starting a revolution against the system, you won't be destroying your neighborhood. You won't be destroying these stores that don't give a shit, that's gonna get insurance and get the money back and move somewhere else. What you'll do, you'll destroy these courthouses. You'll destroy everything that's government affiliated. The courthouses, the White House. You'll destroy all that because that's who starts. That's who created all this bullshit. And for these Black Lives Matter so-called organizations that say that they support black men, not at all. They setting you up fair. They're using black men as a game to get inside to help out when it comes to the alphabet community. For those who don't know what I mean by alphabet community, it's the LGBTQ, whatever that shit is. I don't know. That's why I call it the alphabet community. Because when you say their name and say something, they get offended. So what I'm telling you is, don't fall for the okie doke, man, with this Black Lives Matter bullshit. Black lives does matter. But when it comes to the Black Lives organization, they don't give a fuck about y'all. And think about it. Majority of these so-called black queens. Now, y'all didn't know that George Floyd had 2 kids that's grown. Y'all did not know this. I knew this about a month ago, but I didn't talk about it for the simple fact I was going to wait till the time was to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And he just don't have that 6-year-old daughter. Like I say, Google it. Now, black men, am I lying? Majority of the black women you talk to when it comes to being alienated by your baby mama tariffs and paying child support, unjust, whether you divorce or a bad relationship, you being labeled deadbeats and everything, what do they tell you? Should have kept your pants zipped. You should have bite the bullet. You should have picked better. These the same ones that treat you like a criminal, even though they see the bullshit the baby mama tariffs does. And what they do, they call you out and say it's your fault anyway. Right? Now, imagine if George Floyd wasn't murdered and they found out that he had 2 estranged kids, right? They'll be calling him all types of deadbeats, low lifes. He ain't try to be a father. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say don't fall for that okie doke. Do not fall for that okie doke. Don't entertain this bullshit that they doing out here in the streets, because what they doing, they setting themselves up for failure. The government they know what they're doing. That's why they're not trying to stop nothing. They clapping because they know what they finna do. And like I say, the ones that feel offended because I say fuck Black Lives Matter, don't come back on this motherfucker. It don't bother me. Salam, brother. It don't matter to me because I'm here to call out the truth. And you know me, I don't come out and just say all black women, because it's not all black women, but majority of these fake ass black pros are the main ones setting you up for failure. You know what I'm saying? The reason why fathers are not in their lives is because these baby mama terrorists, these black baby mama terrorists. Majority of black men's downfall is child support and being alienated from these baby mama terrorists, the black ones. You know what I'm saying? So when I told y'all before that George Floyd got the knee on his neck because of that cop, yeah, he murdered him. What do you think these baby mama terrorists are doing in our necks? They slowly killing us over failed relationships, to teach you a lesson because you don't want to be with them no more, because you moved on, got with somebody, you living a good life, you doing better for yourself. You didn't want to be around trash no more. So now all of a sudden they want to set you up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, John, it's not black women. It ain't just black women, not at all. No. Baby mama terrorists come all forms. I already know that. What I'm talking about is the Black Lives Matter organization and all this propaganda they got going out in the streets tearing up shit. They do not give a fuck about the black men. What's up, fly boy? They do not give a shit about black men. Don't entertain that propaganda with that Black Lives Matter movement. Just go on their website and you'll see it's not about black men. They mention it, but they talk about black transsexuals and black you know, the alphabet community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the George Floyd thing was fucked up. And hey, like I said, that cop, like I said, if you're gonna cause havoc there. I said it, cause havoc at that cop's house, his neighborhood, blow up his shit. But like I said, What I'm talking about is this Black Lives Matter movement. They do not give a fuck about you, black men. Stop falling for that shit. Now, it's different organizations all over the United States. I ain't saying all of them is on that propaganda. I know a few brothers with the Black Lives Matter that's actually about Black Lives Matter. But as a whole, what was created, no, it's not for you. It's a feminist movement that support the alphabet community. They using all this bullshit. You got to remember, think about it. After the Mike Brown situation, you remember Black Lives Matter died down. But now with this, it picked back up. Now you see the same two feminist alphabet community that they out there on they doing pictures and they out there getting more funded and everything. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden they getting they status back. They don't give a fuck about no George Floyd. Like I said, y'all didn't even know he had two other kids. Y'all didn't know that. And that's what I'm saying. Don't entertain the bullshit. Don't fall for it, black man. I'm telling you. You can't sit back and blame the white man. The white man just put out if you want to say you blame the white man for when it comes to child support, no. Who ran and took you to court? The white man they put no guns, no black woman here and said, hey, take this dude to court, we got you. No, they said that's opportunity, and we ain't got to worry about them saying, well, prove he a deadbeat, because they don't care if he a deadbeat, not a deadbeat, whether if he's in the child life or not. It doesn't matter. So when people want to sit back and say, you know, the white man will come to this family court, no, it's these baby mama tears to take you to court. They are the right hands of white supremacy. They are. So, like I said before, we can't fall for that okie doke, man. Don't fall for that propaganda. Cause like I said, if they really gave a fuck about causing havoc and destroying shit, they not gonna destroy their neighborhood. They're gonna destroy these courthouses and everything with the government, because even in the Constitution, we the people have the right to overthrow the government. That's what they should try to do, if anything. Yeah, the white man did create the child support, and I agree. White man created the system. White man created child support. White man created to help white women. White men was the so-called deadbeats back in the day when it started, because they was going overseas, they was in the military, and they was dealing with not coming back to their wives and kids. That was the benefit white women. Well, guess what happened? As time went on down the line, more people being unwed. And who was that? Black women. They choose single motherism, majority of them, because they rather get the freebies, you know, Section 8 link, you know, Medicaid, Medicare. And in order to do that, the Democrats said, hey, come on, become a Democrat. Roll with us. We'll get you anything you need. Just keep that man out the picture. And we'll get it. That's when, like I say, that's when they realized that this is a lucrative business. Because majority of people now these days is not getting married. And they don't want the man in the picture. And because of that, this whole organization is a $51 billion industry. So yeah, the white man did create this, of course. And white men are paying the most out of pocket when it comes to child support. They're getting screwed the most. But it's 13% of the population when it comes to black folks. And we're at a high rate when it comes to black men on child support. And guess by who? Is the white man taking you for child support? Nope. It's these so-called black women that they say that we must protect. And a lot of brothers go on Facebook, they say, well, if you really care about black men and you good for the you really support black men and Black Lives Matter, you won't run the child support because of failed relationships. You wouldn't run the child support because we're not together. You wouldn't run the child support to teach me a lesson, and I'm already a father. You see what I'm saying? Yes, the black community did get hit the hardest. That's why I say it is such thing as systematic racism. They're not stupid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say fuck Black Lives Matter. Don't fall for that bullshit. Don't. It's only so many times you could keep blaming the white man. They're not for you. Who was that got killed by the police officer? Walter Scott, right? Y'all remember him? Yeah, that cop killed him, shot him in the back, tried to pretend like he had a gun or gave him a gun. That's true. Crooked ass cop, piece of shit. Fuck him. But guess what? Why did he run away? Because he thought he was getting pulled over for child support. A baby mama terrorist got him killed. Yeah, that cop pulled the trigger. Before I could say that baby mama terrorist gave him the gun. He was running for child support. You know, like I'm running for child support. You know what I'm saying? But see, a lot of people gonna say I'm a self-hater. I hate black women. You know, deadbeat, running for child support, dumb nigga off Cosgrove. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Cause I'm here to tell the truth and tell facts. That's why people hate me, because they don't want me telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, just go ahead and Google and go into that admission when it comes to Black Lives Matter organization. And also Google and look up George Floyd estranged kids. 126, 124, he got a son and a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like I said, we as men, as a whole, are all getting screwed by this unjust system called child support because of these baby mama tears running to the court. And then yes, they do come in all colors. That's why I said what I said. A baby mama tears coming off on this my fuck child support ain't just about black women, but this situation about Black Lives Matter needed to be addressed. Don't fall for the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, like I say, I'm gonna tell you it over and over again. You can go to court as a pro-black. You go to court as a Richard Spencer. You go to court as a Louis Farrakhan. You go to court as a white supremacist. You go to court as a regular black man, a regular white man, Hispanic, doesn't make a difference, an Indian. I guarantee you go up in that courtroom, all y'all gonna be set up for failure 9 times out of 10, and you will be paying child support, seeing your kids every other weekend. Whether you got married and did the right way, or whether you're in a long-term relationship, or whether you're just a piece of shit, it does not matter. They send you up for failure. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to tell you. We have to put our differences to the side when it comes to men, and we have to come together. They don't give a shit about who you are, what political side, what organization you're from when you go up in there. That's why I say, and I'm always gonna say, is we have to change the laws in our mind. They is not finna get rid of this $51 billion corporation. Every year, you got people out there standing there protesting at these courthouses, protesting at these state capitals. For all these years that's been going on, I think what 1975 when they created the shit. And then they come out and say we're gonna look it up and see what's gonna do. They not finna change that. Time Trial, what's up, bro? They not finna change that. They're not finna change. Why would I look out for y'all and I'm getting $51 billion a year? Why would I look out for y'all? Fuck y'all. And that's how they see it. They don't give a fuck about the woman either. They use them. That's their right hands. They don't give a fuck about us. They're not going to change these laws unless we come as one. You know what I'm saying? And it's a start. This page is a start. You know what I mean? Because they don't give a shit about us, fellas. They don't. But don't entertain that Black Lives Matter bullshit, man. Don't. Learn the history of why Black Lives Matter would come from, who started, why it was created. Look at some of these fathers' right movement that's on social media, where they was doing their thing, they was big, they known, still known, but then they turn around and let a baby mama terrorist run the show. They got more commercial. And that same baby mama terrorist that got their own group supporting men are the same baby mama terrorists that's setting up men for failure. Don't fall for that. You know what I'm saying? The government don't put you in jail. These baby mama terrorists put you in jail. Why you think they rather give custody to a baby mama terrorist who's on link, Section 8, ain't got nowhere to stay, living house to house, staying with their mama and their sister and they boyfriend, versus giving it to a father who's stable, got a good job, home, family, because they can't get more money from a broke hoe. They want money from that man. And majority of men have more money. They're more stable. They don't want you to have no 50-50 equal parenting. They want you to get every other weekend. And if you do win that case to get 50-50, you've been going to court for years. And then they still take your child support. What, $100, $200, maybe $300 because you make a lot of money more than she do, because 9 out of 10 she ain't working, or she ain't nothing but a shit kicker over there at Jewel Osco. So that's what I'm saying. So like I say, a lot of people going, they ain't gonna like it, disagree, or assume, jump the gun. But I'm telling you, don't fall for that Black Lives Matter bullshit organization. Fuck them. And everything I'm saying, you go look it up yourself. You know what I mean? They say they love, like, we support our kings, but then the main ones taking your ass to court for child support and alienating you from seeing your kid. You know what I'm saying? So, that I'm just here to drop that truth. Don't fall for that shit. Cause I guarantee right now, you go in there and tell them you against getting bread rolled about child support, they're gonna say that what you get, pull your pants up, zip up, and all that shit. See, they using this George Floyd as a propaganda to get they shine. You know what I'm saying? They want to get they shine. And that's most of these baby mama terrorists, feminists, / alphabet communities do. Hey bro, Jay, I'm getting it over with the hats, but as far as the t-shirts, you go on my Teespring, I'll post it. I'll post it, man. So that's why, like I say, they hate me because I call out all the bullshit. I'm not just gonna talk about one subject of a baby mama terrorist. I talk about all baby mama terrorists. Because when I first started this, they was trying to get on me talking about I'm against black women. But when you go look at the video, I got white, black, blue, or green, who I talk about. I don't care who it is. You send me the video and it's true, I'm calling it out. So now they just say I hate women. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, don't fall for the okie doke. The alphabet community got more rights than men. You could thank Obama for that. Now, I know a lot of y'all like Obama, first black president. I voted for him twice too because I was a sucker. Thought he was gonna change black lives. Thought he was gonna, give us more opportunity and everything, because I'm assuming because he black. You know what I'm saying? I was a fool. And guess what? If you go back, he also talked about black men saying that we need to be better fathers and stop being deadbeats. Obama said that. Democrat, right? Now, if you go on down to Bill Clinton, remember with Bill Clinton, they said he was considered the first black president because he smoked a joint, right? He's the one that enhanced the Deadbeat Act and child support back in 1992, 1990, somewhere in the early 90s. The Deadbeat Act. That's why so many men are locked up in jail today for being behind child support. You think Bill Clinton, another Democrat. Yep. And a couple of years ago, Michelle Obama said something about Trump, and what she said about Trump was he acted like a deadbeat dad. Another Democrat. See what I'm saying? And I don't try to get into the political thing, but I side more Republicans. Fuck a Democrat, because they've been setting black people up for a long time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck about them either. But when it comes to child support, we all got to come together when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, men. If you're a Democrat and you're against child support system, I have no problem with you. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't care. But I'm just calling out the bullshit. And that's why I say, black men, we got to start thinking for ourselves. We got to be thinkers and not reactors. We got to stop going along and get along. We got to start calling out these baby mama tests and this unjust system. We can't continue to sit back and make excuses for these whores. And y'all know I ain't lying, because how many y'all black men whose father wasn't around and y'all thought he was a deadbeat, but come to find out your mama was a baby mama terrorist getting child support, but telling you he's a deadbeat, ain't getting shit, and you find out later on when you grown, or you find out when you end up being on child support. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. Your own mama will go against you if she got the mindset of a baby mama Terry, because she did your daddy like that. But all them years, she buying you everything, take care of you. You know, I ain't saying she's a low life in the household, but she treating you like gold, a king, and everything. But then you find out that was all just a dream, a facade to cover your mind because your daddy wasn't allowed to be around. But they calling him deadbeats and you believing it. And you found out after the fact that it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Or how many y'all black men who talk to your sister? Oh, Jermaine, you know I'm down to do that, man. Hey, inbox me, bro. We definitely do that. Now, black men, how many of y'all who going through it with a baby mama tells or had or was going through it and your own mama went against you and say you wrong for fighting? Or your sister say you was wrong for fighting? Or your simp ass daddy tell you don't just leave it alone, just sweep it on the rug. It is what it is. Am I lying? You got to call all that out, man. Your own mama go against you when it comes to child support and these baby mama tells because that's their code. That's their code. These baby mama terrorists stick to the code. They're not gonna call out a baby mama terrorist. They not. I got a lot of white men, Hispanic men. They tell me that they sister went against them. They mama went against them when he was fighting, or the family turned their back on him when he was fighting for equal rights and everything. Like he's the bad guy. Why would you want to do that? You like, I'm trying to fight equal parent. Why you want to take the kid from the mother? What kind of shit? What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? And if you want to know about what a person's mindset is, talk to them about child support. And I guarantee you, they whole dynamic will change. Now check this out. If you go on Umar Johnson, a lot of y'all black people know who Umar Johnson is. Very pro-black. A lot of women support him. A lot of black men support him. Go on his Instagram. And you know he's definitely pro-black to the fullest. He did 2 posts in regards to black men getting set up for failure with child support because of black women, and all them black women who supported him went at his head. They said you wrong. They said that you're against women, black women. They said that the government is they glad that child support is here. They say they're not gonna be like their mama and not deal with and not take they man to child support. They for child support. But these the same people that's protesting outside for black men is getting killed by these police. And you trust that? The same ones that say they support our kings, the same ones that's out there supporting George Floyd, is the same ones that's running to that courtroom. Them the same ones. You can't trust none of them motherfuckers. You can't. Don't fall for the okie doke. Are there real pro-black queens out there? Yep. Are there real women who's down for black men? Yeah, it is. But as a whole, they're not for you. Umar Johnson. Now check this out. Umar Johnson. I know y'all don't know this. Look it up. Umar Johnson. He's alienated from seeing his own daughter. Now they say he got 2 kids. I only know about the daughter. He's on child support. Y'all didn't know that, did you? He's on child support, but he don't pay his because he said he should not pay to see his kids. I agree. Right? He was only able to see his daughter once a week at his baby mama Terry's mother's at his baby mama Terry's. She had a fruit stand or a fruit store or something, and he was only able to see his daughter through supervision by the grandmother. Y'all think I'm lying? Look it up. And that's why I don't entertain a lot of these black so-called pro-black men because they the main one to sit back and say support your queen and be protected to your queen when them the same queens are setting you up for failure. Same ones. Now he's getting screwed by baby mama Tez. He ain't allowed to see his own daughter. She got him on child support. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can't trust these beta simps. You can't trust these so-called black leaders because they won't call out these queens because these queens are the ones that support them. These black preachers, they not calling out the bullshit these baby mama terrorists does. You know why? Because who's predominantly up in them churches, the black churches? Women. You call out them baby mama terrorists about screwing a man over, they ain't gonna have no more money. That's who pay. That's who fund these TD Jakes and everything else. And think about it, y'all. I'm gonna go off the child support just for a second. Since this rise been going on about the George Floyd, have any black preachers, oh, matter of fact, any preacher came out and talked about it, called it out? No, you know why? Because they all get funded by that 501c3. And with the 501c3, to get that money from the government, they cannot talk about anything that goes out in the streets. They cannot talk about shit like that because they're going to lose their 501c3. They don't give a fuck about you either. Joel Osteen ain't said shit. TD Jakes ain't said shit. Creflo Dollar ain't said shit. Or any other one of the preachers. Men, you have to understand, it's just us against the world, man. It's us against the world, seriously. It's us against the world. Them stimulus checks. Majority of y'all did not get y'all stimulus checks, including me. If you owe taxes, they let it slide, still get your stimulus. If you owe college tuition and college that Fannie Mae or whatever that shit is, they still gave you your child support. But you being behind on child support for whatever reason, they said, fuck you, we're gonna keep our $51 billion business going. They don't give a fuck about you. Men, all men. They don't give a fuck about you. And you don't see the mindset that we have to change. You don't see that we have to come together as a whole, put our differences to the side. You don't see that we got to come together as one. You don't see that? You still siding with the who Democrat, who Republican. You still siding with you know what I'm saying, what religion you is. You still siding on what class and what location you is, where you from and where he's from. We're fourth-class citizens. The alphabet community got more rights than we do. Feminists has more rights than we do. People that don't belong here, that's here legally, got more rights than we do. You thank Obama for that. Because that's what he looked out for. He looked out for DACA. He looked out for the alphabet community. He didn't look out for black folks. Like I said, Democrat. And I know a lot of y'all, you know, don't like Trump. He a racist. But Trump can stay another 4 years as far as I'm concerned. Because even though a lot of shit I think he did was stupid, what have he did to fuck up black people? Nothing. You talking shit, saying shit. But Obama didn't get no black men out of jail. Trump did. Obama didn't do shit for black businesses. Trump did. But when you call out shit like that, or you call these baby mama Teds, call child support, they deflected by saying you anti, you ain't shit, you a hater, and you evil, and you just want to be a deadbeat. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Sean. Yep, Trump defunded Planned Parenthood. That's what I say. So even if you don't like them, let's be real. You gotta go off what the truth is. It's right there in our face, man. But we want to be in denial because we don't like them personally. We gotta stop that. Let's be real. Everything that I post and everything that I talk about, y'all don't agree with everything I say, but we all on the same accord. And by us not being emotional and we thinkers, we respect each other's opinion and keep going. I was talking to John earlier. We had a little disagreement, you know what I'm saying? And we still friends talking. I ain't gonna fuck with you no more bullshit. Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm just being real with y'all. That's why I made this page, because, like I said, we have to call out the source of bullshit, which is the government, when it comes to child support. Child support ain't the only reason why I made this page, but that's the core to our problem. If they weren't getting no $51 billion business, they won't give a shit about giving us equal parenting automatically. They won't give a fuck about helping these baby mama terrorist whores. You know what I'm saying? Right. We agree to disagree, you know, but we still on the same agenda. And like I say, it's sad that, just like Brother Gaines said when he was talking about people out there protesting when it comes to the child support every year, they've been doing that shit for years. That shit ain't finna change. We got to do something else. Just like they going out there with them signs out there for the Black Lives Matter quote unquote cause. That shit ain't gonna change. They're gonna tickle their chin. They're gonna tickle their chin. Fire some people when they say I hate Black Lives Matter or fuck Black Lives Matter. Or they see them take a sign off the walls and shit, and they lose their jobs, or the police get fired for some bullshit. Tickle chins. That's it, man. It's a game. Cause I'm telling you what they finna do. While y'all tearing up your neighborhood, they do not care. This happened before in the Ross riots and everything else. They just sit there and let it happen. They not running shit. When they talking about, yeah, we took over, you ain't took over shit. They letting you destroy your own areas. They letting you destroy your own stores and everything else. And the people who got these businesses like Target and everything, they got insurance. They're gonna take that money and go somewhere else and leave that ragged ass building stand there for y'all to look at. Now you ain't got no Target to go to. That's what I'm saying. But I'm the dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, don't know shit. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I'm the dumb nigga. See? So, like I said, black men and men period, don't fall for the okie doke. Black men don't fall for this Black Lives Matter movement. Don't fall for that shit. They agenda is helping out the feminists and the alphabet communities, not for a black man getting killed. That's just an opportunity to get their shine on. And like I said, majority of these baby mama terrorists choose single motherism. They choose single motherism. A lot of people say, don't no woman choose to be a single mother. You're a motherfucker lie. And I'm gonna tell you why. Anytime that you alienate the father out the picture, unjust, you choose to be a single mother. You choose single motherism. Any woman that take a man to court and lie and get a restraining order and then move out of state with their kid and ain't nothing you can do about it, they choose single motherism. They choose to be single mothers. You know what I'm saying? They choose single motherism. And don't forget the ones that get with somebody that's making over $100,000 or somebody that's making millions of dollars. They get with that man, they get knocked up on purpose. What they do? Bail out, run to the courts, child support. Now he got to pay her $50,000 a month. Like I said, they choose single motherism. Everybody asked me how to get the hat. Got the hats and the shirts. The hats I'm working on, but the shirts, you can go to my Teespring. You go to my Teespring. I'm almost done with everything. I'm gonna put up there next time we do a live. But yeah, the hat's coming soon. I'm working on that. But I tell you what y'all can do. You know, I'm doing this by myself. As you see on the bottom screen, if y'all want to donate $1, you know what I'm saying, just go to Mr. Palmer D4S on the Cash App, or you go to my PayPal, email babyMamaTerrorist@gmail.com, man. Just $1, whatever, just get it going. Because like I say, my goal is to grow this movement, not just on social media, but it's a start. I want to get to the point where I'm doing life coaching, um, public speaking, because this is real. This is something that need to be addressed. This is something must be talked about. A lot of men are scared to talk about that. We got to stop being scared to call out these baby mama tests in this unjust system, talking about I don't want no more problems. I want no problem. You already got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, let me I'll type it in for y'all. I got y'all, man. I'm soon. I got y'all on the hats. The hats I ain't got yet. It's hard. Look, it's hard to find somebody that want to put fuck child support on the hat, bro. I've been trying to find somebody, man, and I can't find nobody to do it. But I'm working on it. I'm gonna be real with you. That's the problem. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. I'm still looking. So, you know, but what y'all can do until then, spread this page. Y'all know I got Instagram. The ones who know I got Instagram as well, is FCK Child Support. You can continue to spread the message, spread the videos. If you got YouTube, go on YouTube and add, subscribe. Subscribe. Continue to like the page on Facebook, comment, share it. I'm just here to speak the truth, man, and call this bullshit out, man. Now check this. Anybody else? Hey Jerry, yeah, please do. If you got somebody that does it, send it to my personal Facebook, Lionel Palmer. Anybody want to come on and tell their opinion or talk about what I spoke on, I can send y'all the link on the stream, y'all, and y'all can jump on. Just let me know. I can inbox it to you or email it to you. You know what I'm saying? I just had to definitely talk about that, man, because it's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know child support is illegal anyway. It's illegal. It's not even. It's all unjust. It's all illegal, man. But the problem is, we don't know our laws. Jay, appreciate it. Hey Eddie, child support ain't never gonna be fixed. It ain't never gonna be fixed. They not trying to fix it. To me, it's already fixed for them. Everything they doing, they did is designed this way. It's designed this way. It's fixed for them. It ain't gonna be fixed for us. You know what I mean? Hey, look, y'all. Trace said if you need help filing without a lawyer in Ohio, inbox her. She do legal secretary work. She'll help you for free. Hey, she say she help, man. Y'all need to reach out to her. If y'all definitely want to, continue to fight and go to court. Y'all need to send an ad on Facebook, because that's how we got to work together, man. And the funny part, I will say, a lot of these fake ass pro-black baby mama terrorists, a lot of them be talking about you should have picked better than everything else, but when they get them a low life deadbeat, then they want to say they victims. Yeah. So what's up, Nick? So the thing is, like I said, don't fall for the okie doke. Do not fall for the okie doke. But hey, anybody want to come on this live? You ain't got to show your face. You can change your name and everything, man. You're more than welcome. Yeah, I know it's women pay child support, but who's the majority is paying child support getting screwed by the system? Men. You know what I'm saying? It's women on this page that's paying child support in LNA. We had a young lady who's paying child support who's on our page who's getting screwed out, I think, in North Carolina. So yeah, but the majority is men, man. It's enough groups that's doing both as a whole. I'm doing just really, men. But shout out to the women who still support the page and they, they understand where we're coming from because they going through it or their husband going through it. I do acknowledge that. But it's majority men, bro. Isaac, when you want to get on? All right, cool. Child support is a gender biased system. Nikki, damn. You said who the lady? Let me see. Let me put her name up. Tracy Tracy's her name. I'm put up for. Let me see if I can find it. Uh-oh. This her right here, y'all. Yeah, people gonna really hate me about this one. I don't give a shit. Don't care. That's why I made this page, because I don't give a fuck. And that's what I say for y'all. What's up, Rachel? For y'all who, you know what I'm saying, I understand you got licenses, you got jobs, you got your own business, you don't want to lose nothing. That's why y'all give me the information. You tell me, I'll be the spokesperson because I ain't got nothing to lose. I wash my hands. So I want everybody else to, you know what I'm saying, change the laws in the mind. I don't give a fuck. You know, while everybody else in other lanes doing things the right way, so to speak, or they doing it the proper way, or they doing it the professional way, I'm doing it my way, Mr. Palmer's way. So I'm in my own lane. So, damn, who want to get on? Isaac, okay. Let me see if I can find you, bro. I'm gonna send you a inbox. Let me see. Oh, forgive me. It's taking me a minute to find you on here. Isaac, I just sent you a friend request. Check your inbox, and I sent you the StreamYard link. It's already in there. Isaac Williams. I just sent it to you, so click on that and you'll come right on in. Appreciate it, JD. You know, yeah, child support is never for the benefit. Never benefit for the child. My tune, you say you off that child support? My man, congratulations, man. Congratulations. What's up, Mark? Hey, I'll tell you, I appreciate it, bro. I'm telling you, I'm slowly but surely, man. Slowly but surely. Yeah. Anybody else want to come on? I just sent I'm just saying, been on both sides. I was paying child support for years before I got custody of my daughter. And the only reason I was able to get custody because I had a support order that joint gives you rights as a father without that's her baby. Hey, I feel you, but you know, it depends on the state, depends on that judge, depends on that county. There's a lot of factors to that because I know plenty of guys who had the same thing and still didn't get it, bro. In Illinois alone, bro. I'm from Illinois. For real. Isaac, where you at, bro? Anybody else want to get on? All right, Eddie. I'm sending you let me send you the oh, you in Indiana? Oh, you right out the block, man. New Jersey. Eddie, I'm gonna send you the link too. Anybody want to jump on? I could get up to 6 people on here. Y'all more than welcome. Eddie Johnson. Hey, I just sent you a friend request, and I just sent you the link in the inbox, bro. Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm enjoying this weather right now, so can't be too mad. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. Just taking it one day at a time, bro. Hold on. Hey, Jay, my oldest brother live in Las Vegas. Next time I come out there, man, I'm gonna holler at you. Send me a friend request, bro. Shit. What's going on with you, Mr. Williams? How you feeling?
Pretty much, man. I'm just trying to weave my way through all this nonsense that we call child support, I guess the best way to put it. I mean, it's more like extortion, but
Yeah, it's definitely a story. That's what they want to call it, child support. That's what they want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, they just put like a nice, clean name on it by putting the word child for, perception reason. But
Right.
Overall, it just has the same exact racket as extortion and all that stuff from mafia days and stuff. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it ain't nothing but a it's an organized crime, bro.
yes, sir.
Real
Yeah,
talk.
so that's why, like, with my situation, I just kind of like, I mean, I've been in it for a good minute now, like a good 5, 6, 7 years and stuff, but it really got bad within the last 2 years. So I had to figure out, like, just like everybody else, if there's a way to get through it or get out of it or whatever. And I heard everything from changing your name over to taking your citizenship off to not answering letters to not going to court and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to go about it. But as of yesterday or day before yesterday, one of those two, I found good news doing my searches and stuff, and there's this guy that's in New Jersey that actually won his child support case, child support, and he won.
Your phone kind of going in and out.
So, oh, sorry, yeah, but yeah, he can you hear me good?
Yo, yeah, are you good, brother?
Yeah, he ended up suing child support, and he won. And this is not like an old case. This actually is recent, and it's actually as recent as to pertaining to like the stimulus check. So like he never got it, and it went to his ex or whatever, and that amongst a bunch of other things that happened, he and court gave him the ability to file a claim and sue. So, and he won, and it's recent, and it's because there's statutes or codes or laws or something like that that is no longer valid, and because of those statutes being like gone or whatever, it looks like it's open season on child support and suing them. So I'm hearing that if you have a case, it's not closed or anything like that, and you can actually do that by pretty much going to the courthouse and reopening your case with a modification or something of the sort, just so that it's open, and then go from there and get into a lawsuit. So yeah, so what I've been doing is just passing around that YouTube video, that information and stuff to anybody and everyone I know, just so that they can get a head start on it. So
You're right. If you can learn them laws.
yeah, it's it.
No, I was saying if you learn them laws, there's ways around that. Just take time and take your mindset to not give up and not stop. You know what I'm saying? So you're right about that. Where you located?
I'm in Rochester, New York.
Oh, you're in New
So
York?
I'm like in state.
Yeah, that's one of the meccas of fuck
Yeah.
that. That's one of the meccas. Shit. Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's going on? You in Chicago?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Okay. Chicago native, my man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was listening to Mr. Williams when he was talking about the New Jersey law. I mean, the case that just got won by the guy. They was using the Richter-Feldman doctrine. I think it was. It's called the Richter. I think it's like something like that. It's a doctrine that that the child support agencies and the judges and everybody was using to dismiss cases that was taken to federal court. So I guess they have said that the Richter-Feldman doctrine is actually it violates our constitutional rights as fathers to have those due process. I think
Right.
if I'm not mistaken, because they pretty much killed our due process by having the expedited court process. It's like fake court process. It's expedited pretty much. Like you don't have nothing to say. They can't say nothing. You can't fight them back. They just say, hey, you're paying this and that's it. And then they just send you on your way. So I think they came out with a way to actually kill that and say no, they have due process rights, and we should have due process rights. I think one thing that I wanted to touch on that I think nobody touching on this. When you are in the your woman or whoever is giving birth to your child, and you in there, and you sign off on the document saying you're the legal father, or whatever case may be. We don't even have rights to that child right then and there at all.
No,
you don't have rights. You don't have rights to your child, right. Even when you are there in the room with the child, you don't have rights to that child until you go to court. It's crazy.
Acknowledgement of paternity.
Yeah, so the mom can actually ban you from the child up until you go to court. And guess what the court gonna do? They're gonna say it's okay for her to do that.
Right.
And that's crazy to me, man. Like, people don't understand that we don't even have rights to our own child when they first are born. So the system already against us in the beginning of the child being born. And that's crazy. It's like it's all up. It's all up. And this is not bad. I can't hear him.
I can hear you, Mr. Williams. Phone going in and out.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was just saying that's the reason why I suggest to people not to pretty much do home birth, to do everything now, to like have your kids at home, have a midwife, do all that stuff old school. You don't have a birth certificate, you don't have the social security number for the child, and the child can.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, you might log off and come back in. That's probably what you got to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, just log on, come back in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but you brought up some good points, man, about the system and about what's going on right now. And the greatest point that I like that you said about the Black Lives Matter movement is that they sit here and they want to run out here and talk about police, but it's like, come on, our communities are being shut down. Our black families are being shut down because of child support, because of family court. And it's like, I don't care about police. Let's attack that first. Then we're gonna attack everything else.
Fix home, yeah, because you don't
all that fake ass shit, like you said, they fake, man. They fake.
Right.
All these fake ass TD Jakes and all these fake motherfuckers get on here and say, "Oh yeah, we're for the black people," but what about us? We hurting as a black.
Right.
We're hurting. It's like mentally we're hurting, physically we're hurting. Emotionally we are hurting. Because of family court.
Right.
And they act like we don't have no feelings.
Right.
Dads don't have no feelings.
You don't see Black Lives Matter when it's black on a black. We don't situation. Not at all. But let a police do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta go to work once again.
Yeah, we gotta go out there and do this, do that.
Right. But like, when a black go rob somebody and kill him, they just talk about, oh, he going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here.
And we being robbed. We getting robbed every damn day. And they don't even talk about the suicide rate of black fathers. Of not even black fathers, of fathers being alienated for their kids. The suicide rate is
20,000 a year. 20,000.
Yes, they don't talk about that. That's a pandemic.
It is. That's the pandemic. A lot of fathers, period, as a whole, are committing suicide every year, over 20,000 a year.
Yes, it's mental. It's mentally killing us, and it's like they don't see that. They don't care about that
because of child support, because of alienation, because of the court system, man.
Yes, man.
That's why we got the knees on our necks.
Well, I want to jump in a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? And
what's up, G.I.?
And man, what's going on, fellas? You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the lab, man. I just want to jump in, man, and maybe give y'all a hopeful perspective of the child support shit from my experience. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that my experience isn't most people's experience dealing with child support. You know what I'm saying? But I put myself on child support when my daughter was about 6 or 7 months old, right? You know what I'm saying? Baby mama wasn't letting me see her, you know what I'm saying? All that woo-woo. So I go get the child support order, and with the child support order, now that establishes a time period of when I can come see my child. You know what I'm saying? So now if you locking the door on me or ain't letting me in or any of that other shit, I can document that shit now and show the court that you not doing what the fuck it is that you know what I'm saying, that you not abiding by their order. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, right? She moved to Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? Which is about, I'm in Gary. You know what I'm saying? I live in Gary. Indianapolis about 200 miles from us.
What's the rule out there? What's the rule? Because when you put yourself on child support,
70 miles. 70 miles.
Oh, no. In Illinois, it's 20, bro. 30. 20 or 30.
Yeah, okay. Well, here in Northwest Indiana, it's 70 miles. You know what I'm saying? You cannot move more than 70 miles without. But that ain't even the issue. I let her go because what we, what we from in Gary, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the jungle, it's the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like when she like, I want to move to Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, fuck it. I make an hour drive every other weekend, you know what I'm saying? You can meet me halfway. You like, I'll work it out, right?
Also, y'all agreed to it.
Yeah, I agreed to it.
Oh, well, that's different. That's different. If y'all made that agreement, that's different.
I agreed to it. Now, this where the fuck shit get in the game, right? So her husband at the time get up there, get into a motherfucking domestic. Nap come, you know what I'm saying? Remove the kids, my shorty and her other shorty. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I go up there and they give me temporary custody of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason that they gave me temporary custody of my daughter is because I had a child support order in Lake County. Had I not had a child support order in Lake County, they would have sent my fucking daughter to foster care talking about I had to get a paternity test.
Yeah, they will. And then
you know what I'm saying?
You got to go to court back and forth over a year to try to get some type of. Yeah, I agree. I know some guys who went through that, bro. That's fact.
Yeah. So boom. So I come back up here. I come back to Gary, and mind you, I wasn't even thinking about the shit till they took child support from me again. You know what I'm saying? So I get temporary custody of it, but child support still coming out my check because my child support order is from up here, and she got them took down there. So they don't give a fuck. The only thing the court know is that I'm supposed to fucking be paying child support.
And you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, and even if you do tell them, they ain't giving a fuck. They want that money, bro. It's all about the money. They don't give a shit.
Right, it's all about the money.
They don't care if you got the kids or not.
Right. So what I do? So I finally get a court date. You know what I'm saying? I get in the court. They stop the child support, but they don't stop taking it from me. They put it in escrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they like when this shit over, if you still owe something,
yeah.
Boom. That, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So I go through the whole little shit. Long story short, you know what I'm saying? I get custody of my daughter and I got that money back.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like minus they little fees and shit. Like they took their little fees and shit. But I got that money back that I was paying her from the time that I had, you know what I'm saying, that she had been with me. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say is,
oh, shit.
I say all that to say is if you in the position to get current, you know what I'm saying? Get current, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn right.
Once you get current, every other year you get to file that shorty in most states.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Not in Illinois. Illinois changed this a year or two ago. They got it where whoever got primary custody, they
file every year.
Yeah, they stopped that. They stopped that.
In Indiana, you get current on your child support 95%. You get to file every other year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It depends on the state, bro.
Yeah.
You know, he said something that I'm not familiar with because you know, here in Illinois, child support and visitation are two different cases.
It is, unless you're married.
You can't, unless you're married. So they found out, they found the way to, pretty much come after fathers without the marriage contract. But
that's fucked up. And Indiana, if you got a child support order, you get every other weekend and all major holidays.
No. I had to. Let me tell you what I had to do. What I had to do.
That's what they say. Hey, that's what they say in Texas anyway. Texas like that. They just say every other weekend and you good. That's what I was saying on the last time.
Right. But hold on. Before you say something, but it's not good for the kid. Why don't you get every other weekend in the summer?
Right. And that's the thing.
What kind of shit?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's state stupid shit. With the state of Texas anyway, they dumb.
Understand the reason.
It's more money they get from it.
Yes, that's why.
It's the money game.
It's more money they get from it.
I know why. Money game.
The less they keep
we know why.
From you, the less they keep the child from you, the more money they get. But when I went to go get child support, I asked the judge, "What about vegetation rights?" He told me it's a whole nother place you got to go to file that. I said, "Shouldn't it be the same thing? Because if you can take the money out of my check, then you should be sitting here trying to get me, my days with my son." He said, "No, I don't do that. Go somewhere else." They were going to charge me $500 just to open a new case, but they didn't charge me because they said the case was already open. And now in Illinois, they consolidate the cases now. So I said, cool. So I went down there and filed visitation rights. They made me take a mediation course for like 3 days. We had to take a mediation course. just so you can understand what it means to be a parent and all that bullshit. All that shit go out the window because the mom don't give a damn about none of that shit. So
Right.
I did all the courses and all that shit. I finally did what I had to do. You get to get a certificate at the end of the class and all that. You give it to the judge, and then after that, you're supposed to start doing a mediation class with the mom, and that takes a little while for y'all to go back and forth and see who gets what time the child gonna get dropped off at, who like what house is it better at. Even then, the judge and the mediator and all of them, they still some kind of way try to fuck over the dad. Still try to give you like every other weekend, or they were trying to give me every other Saturday because I work on Sundays. And I was like, y'all serious right now? So I fought tooth and nail, and I got the days that I wanted. But it's like, even then with the COVID-19 stuff happening, and the kids not being in school, you try to work with the mom don't want to work with you. She tells you nope. Go. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, we have fathers have very little recourse in these systems because of the way they are set up and the way they built. And it ain't right and it ain't fair. And it's like, and I see why a lot of fathers give up. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying that's the route to go. But a lot of fathers don't have the mental, to deal with going to court and fighting and spending all this money just to see their kid. We're
exactly, Eddie.
Yeah, we're fighting to see our kids. They're fighting for money, and it's like, come on, like this
is
a game. It's a game you playing.
Because the father not really caring about the little cheap ass money game, because he can get his own money. We're not trying to play the money game when it comes to the kid. Well, we're not gonna use the kid to play it anyway.
Never.
Right.
But if the woman, they don't give a shit. They'll play the money game with the kid. And see, that's my whole problem with them. That's my whole beef with them. It's like, you will play the money game with a kid. Like, this some sick shit.
And that's the reason.
Like, if you just really think about it, this some sick shit. Like, this this really sick if you just really sit and think about it, bro. Like, this some sick ass shit, bro. Like,
and that's why.
How the fuck you how the courts will let them just get away with this shit?
I agree, and that's why I said don't fall for that black pro bullshit. These fake ass queens talking about they support the kings, because no, they don't. They want to send your ass to failure, man. Don't fall.
Yeah,
that's right.
Every time.
That's right.
I always wonder if these judges and these lawyers, are they on child support? I already wondered that. I already wondered, are they on child support, or it's just they don't have to?
No, I think the majority of them not, due to the fact that they with a feminist woman and they agree with it too. So since there's no problem there, if you know what I mean. If she's for the feminist laws and the judge who a male feminist, he's signing off on it, then that's peanut butter and jelly. It go together.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's how I look at it. I'm not sure. Now I'm pretty sure if the dude, if he a fair stand-up guy, then yeah, it's a possibility, because if he's standing up against, her breaking up the family or her taking the kid, then if he against this, then I mean maybe he could maybe clash with her sooner or later.
That's what I say about my judge in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like when I finally was able to get into a courtroom, like, and speak my piece, he let her have it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some bullshit. Like, he basically told her, like, you want some bullshit. Like, I had never seen no shit like that.
And you got to
that's a one of a kind. Yeah, that's a one out of a million.
I was going to say that judges get their kickbacks from child support as well as lawyers do. So they all in the money game, at the end of the day. So it's man.
You know what? Like, I can't. But on that same token, that same child support, like my baby mama got to pay that shit too. Like, and I ain't asked for that shit. They just gave it to me because I was paying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up. I agree with that. Yeah, you're right. Because if you actually went down there and did it on your own, you probably have a little bit more leverage. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, oh well, he came and did it on his own. He wouldn't have to,
I seen that both ways when a man put themselves on child support. I seen it both ways. I seen it where it benefited them, and I seen it where it still set them up. So it depends, bro. It depends. I mean, you do what works for you.
And I feel like they made our women the worst enemies, man. They made our women like really to the point where they feel like, man, we all against man. We gonna get their money. We gonna do this. Like it's really. And
you can get more without him too. Without the dad, you know what I'm saying? You can get more without him. So
I know
that once they pushed that movement, it was like KO right there. That's KO.
I know.
No income allowed, the food stamps, standing for all that. Let me do that shit when I'm in and out.
I know all y'all on this live have went through this already. That y'all wanted that the woman went to the public aid officer, whatever, and they always ask them when they sit down, you put them on child support. You need to put them on child support. You need to put them on child support. They
they push it. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they push this.
Yeah, they
are again. Look, it's crazy, bro. And a lot of people will be surprised, bro. But CPS, all those little services, bro, all of them, they are all anti-dad. They're all anti-father.
Even the men.
They're not against the mom with being with the kid, but the whole setup. Oh hell no, they got to get rid of that dude. He got to go.
You know what it is. You know what it is with CPS. With CPS in their plan is always reunification. You know what I'm saying? No matter what she did, the plan is always to send the shorty back with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So when you start with from that basis of, you know, at the end of this shit we gonna give them back, then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you fuck from the beginning. You know?
Yeah.
And that's crazy. I done seen cases where the mom was on crack, the mom was on drug, drinking, she was abusive, all kind of stuff, and they still ruled against that.
Yeah,
that's just obvious rigging right there. Once I see stories like that, that's obvious to me. It's rigged. That's what, and like you said, Eddie, that goes back to your point you made earlier about saying that's what make a dude say, man, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm not finna fight this shit. But this shit rigged anyway. Like if you got it, if you telling me no matter how much money I spend, I want you guys to go check out that Matt Barnes on Vlad when he was telling Matt Barnes on Vlad. He said, Vlad, I spent millions of fucking dollars. Like, I'm like, damn, this an NBA player.
They don't care. Bro. They don't care if you.
They don't give a damn who you is.
They getting you, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And that's why I always keep telling people they rather give it to a motherfucker on Link, Section 8, low life, ain't got nowhere to stay versus a man who's stable, got a home, married, kids, whatever. They want that money, and even if they
they want money,
right? Even if they decide to give you equal parenting, they still gonna take a couple of $100 because you make what she do with a low life to the ass. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, baby mama terrorists and a mother are two different individuals. Because a real mother's not gonna alienate the kid out of the picture or take a man's child support out of fair relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Young man, I gotta get to work, man. Y'all be easy.
All right, bro. You be easy. Be safe out there in the GI, man.
For sure, man. Y'all be easy.
All right, bro. But yeah, that shit real, man. That's what I'm trying to say. That shit is real, and that's why I say when it comes to Black Lives Matter, don't fall for that bullshit. Because them the same ones send your ass up a failure in that courthouse. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy, man. So that, you know what I'm saying? What's good with you though, bro? How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm just over here, riding with you, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I had to call that shit out, man, because I'm tired of they talking about this Black Lives Matter supporting black men. Nah, that's just a propaganda to support the alphabet community.
Don't get me wrong. The police do black men wrong. But see, here's the thing. Here's the trick with all of this though. It's more men being destroyed by this family court system than all that shit you seeing on TV right now. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm riding with you on that.
Right, by these black baby mama Ted. That's who setting us up for failure. They not putting the and say taking the court.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna even lie, Mr. Palmer, bro. Like I done had cases in the past, and bro, I beat the criminal case, bro, but can't get them off me, bro. Like, oh my God, like I beat the actual laws, the real police. I beat them. I beat the judge. I can't get this baby mama off me, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, how is she the motherfucking top motherfucking, like, swear to God, true story, y'all. This true story.
Crazy.
Bro, and you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it off you. You never get it off after that 21 years. 8 years, 18.
They made too much
money,
man.
I ain't never had, yes, bro. I can beat anything but her, bro. You can beat anything else but her.
Hey, hold on. Y'all see this?
I mean,
read this, y'all. It say, Jesse say, I even found pictures of her and out baby girl nearly naked. Makes me sick and angry that the judge looked right over the dangers to get a bonus. Yeah. Y'all know that the judges get a bonus.
Yeah.
Child support. A lot of people don't know that. It goes to
the judges, the lawyers.
They all get it.
I think the officers in the court. The lawyers pretty much they are there to fuck you.
That's crazy, man. Now you heard what this man just said. He showed proof that got the baby out nearly naked and everything. They don't care. let a hoe hop because she'll be able to take the net when she get older, take that man to child support and fuck around and fuck him over. It's a pattern, man.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I got a story. I got a story that pretty much is gonna blow everything out the window right now because mine's is like I said, I'm taking mine to federal, civil court, all that stuff because I was married to mine. So me and my now ex or soon to be ex-wife, we were married, all that kind of stuff, cool. She had 2 kids prior to me. So I mean I did the whole stepdad thing or whatever, but
Right.
we had 3 kids together. That was cool with me, that's fine. But when we were like just boyfriend and girlfriend before that, and we had 2 kids, there was that time where I was on child support for her, and we were just, like baby mom, baby dad situation. And as time went on, we eventually got married. So my thought and my impression was, as soon as I get married, child support got to get off. That has to be taken off because, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. So as soon as we get married and stuff, literally the next day, I'm like, all right, take me off of child support.
Nope.
She says, nah, because we need this and that. And I'm like, what do we need if we both have a steady full-time income, our house and everything is paid?
Y'all in the same house.
Right, exactly. So I'm doing this. This is what I do. So I call and contact child support. And I'm like, listen, I'm married to my baby mom now. Like I need to get off of this. And they tell me, unless she personally takes me off or wants to file to take me off, I'm on child support. And I said, how is that even legal? Because that's basically you basically just told me that you guys are committing fraud, because that means that I'm making money and the money's going right back to me and right back into my household. So
yeah, but
there's some type of violation. Yeah, there's some type of constitutional right where like the government's not supposed to impose on your family unit. So because we were married and she was getting child support, that's an infringement of that right. So I was like, isn't that even part of that? After I told that to child support, they said they were going to look into it and call me or let me know or contact me back or whatever, and never contact me back.
They're not going to contact you, bro. They get
exactly. So right. So like exactly, I would say like a week or 2 later, mind you, I was on child support with my soon-to-be ex-wife for 2.5, 3 years after we were married. And for over that 3-year period, I was going to child support, telling her to take me off, telling her that you need to take me off, all that kind of shit. So after I said that whole violation right to child support and they're going to contact me and shit, they go and I guess they must have said something to her or somebody, but I got a court date, and the court date was for me and her, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to take you off. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool. So we go to court, and in court, they still separate us in 2 different sides, defendant and plaintiff. And I'm telling them like, how is this even legal? Because we're married. So the judge asks her, are you sure you want to take Mr. Williams off of child support? He's in rears. It's like, I don't know. It was all crazy. And she said, yes, that's fine. And he said, is there any reason? Are you threatened by him or any of that kind of stuff? And I stood up. Wow. I stood up and I said, I stood up and said, we're married. That's why. And the judge ignored it.
He don't care.
Huh?
He don't care.
He didn't even care. He didn't talk to me. He didn't say nothing.
You messed up his commission.
Right after that, he wiped it off. He wiped it clean. So I had arrears for 2 of my kids for almost, I would say $7,000 to $8,000, almost 10, and they wiped it clean because of that. So if child support ever tells you they can't just clean your shit, that's a lie. They can do it.
Oh, so they can.
They can do it within 1 day. So even after that.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
So even after that, I'm still married. Married now. We're living together, married. I don't have any more child support with her. We're cool, copacetic and shit. And then now is like 8 years go by, and now obviously we're getting divorced. Now the reason why we're getting divorced is because I found out the entire, I'd say 11 years that we were together or married or however you want to put it, she had Section 8, welfare, food stamps, child support, because the 2 kids that she had the 2 kids that she had prior to me were not even by the same guy. They were by 2 different men. So I raised these 2 stepkids as mine that was telling me that they have the same father. She was telling me they have the same father. Don't believe anything else that you hear, any of that kind of stuff. And come to find out, they had 2 different fathers. So she has 2 separate incomes of child support coming from them. She had Section 8, food stamps, welfare, and all of that during our marriage, and never told me. And that is the honest to God truth, because all she kept telling me is, all she kept telling me was, I got a raise, I got a raise, I got a raise. It's a raise, it's another raise. And I was like, I'm paying half the rent, half the bills in the house. She's paying the other half of the house. And I'm sitting there like, why is it that after I pay my half, I got about $6 to my name? After you pay half of the rent, you got about 700, 8, 9, 1,000 to your name. So it didn't make any sense to me. So that's when I found all that stuff out. And then I said, listen, I found out you're doing all this fraud while we're married. I'm not about to be a part of any of that stuff. The government don't play. They're going to come after both of us, and I'm going to fall back on all that nonsense. So as soon as I started giving her the incentive that I'm going to divorce and leave and call it a day and stuff, I get hit with like one of the mornings I get hit with spoons are missing from my house and all that, from the house and all that kind of stuff, and I'm blaming you. Some stupid argument. And the argument turns into, just like a back and forth thing. And then she calls the police and tells them that I punched her in the face 7 times. And I was like, dude, you're looking right at her face. Like, there's no marks, no nothing. And they said, we have to go based on the statutes and the law, which is basically that if she feels that she's endangered of you or any of that stuff, you have to leave. So now I have a false allegation of domestic violence on me.
A restraining order too, right?
Yes. And the problem with her was, when that argument actually happened, the way it actually happened was we had an argument, and then her son from a previous relationship, he came in the house and heard us like arguing or whatever, and he came up and he started fighting me. So me and him got into a physical altercation. So after the physical altercation between me and him is when she called the police, and then she said it was between me and her. So on her claim, or her domestic violence incident report or whatever, it only shows that I did all this random nonsense shit, and that her son wasn't even there. He wasn't even part of it or any of that stuff. So the bigger problem for her was that my 2 sons was there, and my sons are 11 and 9. So they're obviously of age to know what's going on or what they see. So not only do I have the witnesses of my sons, not only do I have the fact of her son obviously going to testify and say, yeah, me and him fought, but I also have the text message from her saying that I know it's between just you and my son, but I had to do what I had to do in court. So I took all that stuff, all that proof information to court, and still lost the court case and the custody case with her, because it still falls under that guideline of the Violence Against Women's Act, which is basically if they feel any type of fear, they automatically get a domestic violence. Yes. So that's why I'm saying that the entire
what state?
What state? Huh?
What state?
Rochester, New York. Rochester, New York.
I told you to
New York.
So
I think that's not even the crux of it. Huh? That's across the states, though. That law is across the states.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, is that if that law is there, that's cool. But if you have proof, then I mean, there's really nothing else that could be said from their part. So what I got was a no, I think it's called like no proof, or like no showings or something, or no findings, domestic violence, meaning that they found no proof, there's no marks, she didn't have no hospital report and all that stuff. And I was like, how is it that you have a statute that's based on domestic violence that's also based on the fact that nothing is proven? It's like basically saying that you didn't do anything, but we're still gonna give you all the ramifications that you're gonna get as if you did do it. Yep. So because of that, I only got my kids a certain amount of the time. They gave me Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, afternoons, and then they gave me every other weekend and stuff, which was cool because I was just gonna swap those Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays to overnight. So once we get into child support, now I took all my cases to trial. I never, not one of them did I say, okay, I'm gonna agree with you say. I always took them to trial.
Right.
And each time I took them to trial, I made sure to take them to trial, but also have the proof in the pudding. Like, okay, you guys are saying I did all this, so I'm gonna deflect all that, but also show you all the stuff that she did. So our first day of court for because domestic violence court and custody court are two different courts, and they wouldn't make a decision of our case until one or the other was made. So I went through that for like 6 months. So for the first 3 months, they decided for me not to see my kids. Right. So of course, for 3 months, not seeing my kids that I raised since birth, my mindset is like, all right, I don't give a fuck what they tell me that they want me to sign. I'm signing whatever it is because I want to be a part of my. I haven't seen my kids in 3 months. So when I went back to court, it was custody time, and the judge says, "All right, I'm seeing both your cases, and I'm reading them out because my case is showing that she did it. She did the domestic violence case so that she can obviously get child support, so she can get all these amenities that comes with it, so that I wouldn't have custody, so that I would have to get the non-custodial, and then also because of the fact that I found out all that fraud. And because I found out all that fraud, obviously I'm gonna protect myself and my family over anything else. I'm sorry to say that sounds messed up, but it is what it is. Right. So my whole paperwork was saying, here's this fraud, here's tax fraud, here's Section 8 fraud, all that stuff. And because of the fact that she committed all this fraud by using my children's social security numbers on the paperwork, then I believe that for future reference, I should get full custody because from a federal level, she's going to commit fraud with my kids' socials to you guys. Right. So the judge says this. The judge says, okay, Mr. Williams, if what you say is true, I'm going to have to go in your favor. If what your ex-wife says is true about the domestic violence and what happened on that day is true, then I'm going to have to go in her favor. So I'm just sitting there like, all right, then I got this. This is a sure win. She has no proof. It's a no findings case. I'm good to go. And I gave them all the paperwork that shows the fraud and shows everything. Like I had 3 months, 6 months to prepare for this. Right. So I gave it all to him, and he still finds it in her favor for the simple fact that it was a clerical or an error in how I addressed my paperwork. Like I didn't put the right headings, or I didn't put the right codes and the right statutes or any of that stuff.
Oh,
and I'm sitting there like,
fucked up, man.
So because I didn't do a code or statute, but she admitted to it on the stand, and she also admitted that she committed perjury for the domestic violence case. They still put in her name. They still put in her favor. So now I'm sitting here like, all right, automatically court is corrupted. It's completely corrupted. There's nothing about it.
You know why they looked out for anyway, right?
What's up? Because she's a lady.
Yeah, exactly. It was shit.
Now, see, but this is where it gets crazy. This is why my case is so dope, is because I'm like sitting here trying to find out everything that's going on with all the lawyers, who she is, who's doing what, all that kind of shit. And come to find out, they decide to move my case to IDV court, which is where they combined divorce and domestic violence, which is such a coincidence and shit, because that's a new court that started almost 3 years ago. So it started new. So basically they started combining because they knew that a lot of people was going to start getting into this divorce decline and stuff like that. So they figured out a new way to combine.
To monetize. To monetize it too.
Allegation. Right, exactly. So then when I go to that court and I start talking, and I went to 2 court cases with that judge so far, and he took away 2 of my days. He lowered my hours from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 to 5 to 8, and then he took away one of my overnights. So I have my kids 6 hours 1 week, and then I have my kids about 12 hours, maybe 14 the other. So I went from pretty much like a 50-50 situation to a nothing. What I did was I looked into the lawyers, the judges, anybody whose face I saw in that courtroom. I wanted to find out who they are, who they work for, who they're associated with, anything of that nature, to see if I could find something. I found out that the Supreme Court judge that's taken my case for the IDV with my ex-wife is actually the board member of my wife's company. So point blank period.
Wow.
He should have not have even made any decisions or anything in my case because of conflict of interest. Because my ex-wife is the financial advisor for the company, a woman that has several 6, 7, 8, 9 different acts of fraud that is going through tax or IRS, that's going through social services, that's going through Section 8 right now. She's under investigation by all these different companies. And she's also, like I said, the financial advisor for the company. So obviously the judge would not want to judge or want to do the case against her because it's going to show up bad for the company, because it's going to show that their financial advisor commits acts of fraud with the finances. So if he ended up ruling if he rules in my favor, it's going to look bad upon her. So after finding all this out, I filed literally everything that I can file and anything that I can file that has to do with fraud, that has to do with coercion, that has to do with collusion, that has to do with anything that has to do with the sort. And after I did all that, I also told them that until all of these documents and stuff is served and filed, and I find out what goes on from them, I'm no longer participating in the divorce, in the custody, in the child support, or anything of that nature. So what they did was, I guess they understood that I wasn't bullshitting, because I did all case laws. I did all my, I was a lawyer for like 4 months, like just straight doing my work. And after doing all of that, they ended up lowering my child support. Well, they sent me letters that I haven't answered to or anything like that yet, but they sent me a letter saying that they were going to decrease my child support from $450 a week to $70 a week, and that if I was willing to if I wanted to go back to court and resituate a new parenting plan with my ex-wife. And I said, no, I don't want to do anything that has to do with you guys ever again, because unfortunately I don't know the lingo and the wordplay of law. So I'm not even going to take the chance of going in there. Because if you go in there and you don't have a mindset of law, because there's 3 languages. It's slang, then it's regular, how we are talking now, and then there's law. And
we're gonna have to get your boy Daniel on the line for that. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Palmer?
So I mean, the biggest part,
he can speak that.
Well, this is why in schools they took out civics. They took civics out in court. I mean, in school specifically because of this reason, because civics teaches you your constitutional rights, your Declaration of Independence and stuff like that. So when they took that out of schools, like 30 or 40 years ago, they knew that it was game time for anybody that doesn't know law for the next 30 years to come.
Right. That's true. I see what you mean. They only teach you about criminal law. They don't teach you about civil law.
But you know, so crazy.
You know, and family law too.
Police don't know law either. That was so crazy. Police don't know no law.
No, they don't.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Because like I said. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, for about 2 years now, I was doing violations on her. Like, she was refusing, and she was saying I'm willfully refusing not to give him his kids today and all, but she was saying it to the cops, and the cops would turn around and be like, well, we can't do nothing, we can't remove them, all that kind of stuff, which I understand, but their oath is based on a certain standard of law. So when it comes to family court, they're just going to tell you got to go to family court.
Yeah, they're not
that.
supposed to get involved in civil affairs. They're not supposed to.
Right.
But they do a lot in other places, though. And I have seen it happen in Chicago when they get involved in civil cases, and they make the moms. I mean, if the dad did that, they make the dad give it to the kids.
Yeah, if a man did, they go charge with kidnapping. If you don't,
that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what I did.
Oh damn! I think he got knocked out.
Oh, he got knocked out.
Now check this out. Now
he might have lost connection. He'll probably come back.
He'll be back. When I tell a bunch of these like I said, these fake pro-black queens, they'll tell you that they won't charge with kidnapping. Bullshit. I seen the video with a white dude.
Yeah.
He showed the proof that he been having a kid. He showed proof that he had. They go Daniel right here. Hey Daniel, go ahead. We can jump on.
Yeah, Daniel know the language they speak in the court. That's what I was trying to say to him.
He also they told him unless he had knowledge of paternity or he was married, they was like, if you don't return that child back, we charge you with kidnapping.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yep.
If you're not married,
it's so crazy. You can beat it. You can't beat it because.
But legally, that's your kid though.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't give it. Legally, I told you. Oh, legally, we ain't the father. Legally, we don't have no rights to that child.
They know that, but it's a game.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
We have to have a piece of paper that say so and so has right to this child.
Right. You need a knowledge of paternity. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. It makes sense.
And everything that you got to get, you got to pay for and fight and prolong.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, like I say, Matt Barnes paid millions of dollars and he still had to go through hell. So I'm like, damn, the man paid $1 million. Goddamn, what else do you need?
Matter. You know, and like for you guys that's on this chat right now, you know, and on this live, do you guys know anything that they have for fathers who are struggling or behind on child support, or we just need help? Do they have any programs you know of?
I know one. I don't know if it's legit or not, but I had looked it up. I think it's called backchildsupportfordads.com or something like that, where they say like this is movement. And I seen this one guy named
like actually
it's another movement that that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they actually real, because I heard a lot of them, but I don't know if they really legit or they can actually really help you.
Right, you can name 50 damn establishments that made for women.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do they have any made for men? Like when we can't pay rent or we can't do this, can't do that, can we get on some kind of? Because like
hell no. They don't got no bailout for men like that shit.
Yeah, if I call and say
they take the men money,
they're gonna tell me no. Yeah, it's crazy. They're gonna tell me no, you can't get on Jack. No, you can't get this. No, you can't get that. Why?
The only way you'll be able to get it as a man, you have to prove that you handicapped in a wheelchair. Like you have to prove, like they're gonna have to. You're gonna have to come out and show, like, hey, you really fucked up bad. Like you can't stand up. You can't like stand up at all or something. You have to prove it though, or else they won't give it to you.
I have seen men that has fought for this country to come home to get kicked. They get kicked in the ass by child support. They done fought for this country, damn near died and everything.
Bro.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Bro. That's fucked up bad, man. What the fuck are you fighting for?
This is the whole point, is that the kids, okay, it's a 3-ring circus, okay? Or not a 3-ring circus, but it's 3-ring triangle thing. So us men, okay, we are the protectors. We're the protectors. We're the ones that's gonna be the first ones into battle if some shit pop off with our kids. That's like a main factor. We're the ones that's gonna argue. We're gonna fight. We're gonna be diligent. We're gonna talk about law. We're gonna make sure that we're protecting our kids from all aspects of society from a bad negative standpoint.
With the leads.
Right. The government hates that. The government wants that separated. So they did at least 7 acts, bills, laws, all that stuff to make sure to prevent men being in their kids' lives. Like that's a big thing. The next thing they did was make sure that all women were dependent on them instead. So they were like, okay, we're gonna take this guy that because you as a woman don't know about inflation, don't know about how the workforce works, doesn't know that there's times where you should not be spending and should, and stuff like that. We're gonna take child support from him, give you all the amenities. So we're going to protect you in your household. We'll make sure you're having food. We'll make sure that we're providing work for you. We're going to take care of you and your kids. But the thing that nobody really understands is, like a pandemic like now, a situation like now, women, single women in particular, are running around with their heads cut off because of several reasons. They don't have school. Once school was done, I mean, once they cut out school, women was like, who am I going to have to watch my kids now? Because obviously they ain't got the father there. So now the kids are like being left home alone. They're being like getting off to the next person who could be like a
they
fucking
being neglected, all kind of shit.
Any of that stuff. So right now, the industry for social work is going up. Like social workers are being hired left and right. And it's mainly because this was more or less kind of planned, because they knew that
it was a setup.
Were going to be dependent on them. Because
I see what you're saying.
So obviously from what's it called? Unemployment rate went up like by 1 billion or some, whatever the stupid number it is. But that's given us a sense of thought that we need more government dependency. So from a woman's perspective, she has more than just government dependency. She has status because she can have, like I said, food stamps, Section 8, welfare, and now they're doing the stimulus. So now you get a stimulus, and now the woman's like, oh, I can get money per kid and myself and still make all the other shit on top of that. Oh, yeah, fuck a dude. There's no reason for me to have a man right now.
Yep.
So now this is where the government kind of like slips in on the low on some snake shit and be like, well, since you guys are all on this assistance, you guys have women, you guys now have to live by our standards. So now if you're living by our standards, then that means your kids have to live by our standards. So that's the separation where the fathers are no longer being the implement that they need to be in the kids' lives, because obviously the child or children are half of both parents. That child has traits of both parents. So that child, no matter what, has to have some type of reflection of where they come from. If you're not in your father or your mother's life because of child support and all this stuff that's going on, you're going to have a sense of loss of identity. You're not going to know who you are as a person. So
and you also, like you were saying, also, you're not gonna know about that setup trap coming later, because the dad, like people like me and you and the other guys like Eddie and Mr. Palmer, not there to say, hey man, hey son, hey look, this is setup. Like this courts out here waiting to eat you alive if you do this. Exactly. It's this and this is waiting to eat you alive if you do this. So don't do this. Like that's what, like you saying, it's a setup to remove him. So you can't say it.
And something else the gentleman said real quick, I just want to touch on real quick because he's getting further away from when he said it. But he said that the amount of social workers is increasing. He's 100% right. The amount of social workers is increasing. But notice the quality of said social workers. It's rapidly declining. Yeah. So, you're getting a lot more of them, but the quality is a lot lower. And it's causing more problems because they want more dependency.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can vouch for that too, because the girl that I'm seeing, she's a social worker, so she tells me everything. I don't ask her, but at the same time, I need to know like how this whole thing works and set up and all that type of shit. So she lets me know everything. She's like,
and you know what, you are somebody that needs to be giving that information to others. You know what I'm saying? Because you are on the inside. So you can actually give that to others to let us know exactly what's going on. Well, that's the whole
thing, is that she's a social worker, the girl that I'm talking to and dating and stuff. But my ex-wife is like I said, the financial consultant for a women's like help nonprofit. So she knows pretty much all the women and all that stuff that does baby mom and does the child support and stuff. And her company actually provides single women with kids all that stuff, all that comforts and stuff like that. But what I was finding out also from the social worker is that they're targeting certain women now. They're not targeting any which women that has kids or single women. They are specifically targeting women of poverty. They are specifically targeting women that have multiple baby fathers, not just one, and they are targeting women that have kids that do not have any type of relationship with their father specifically, because there's other women that I know that have applied for these different amenities with that program, and all of them gotten denied. And they have been women that had just one kid with the father that's in his life that they don't get child support or anything from, that does like the mature thing to do and just talk it out, and other things of that nature. So they're specifically focusing on certain women and certain minorities in certain what's it called, demographics, so that they can have the highest success rate of whatever helping them, because they're not actually helping them. Because the social worker, the girl that I date and stuff, she tells me daily, she's like, all I do is see a kid for an hour, and then or I'll see the parent for an hour, and it is what it is. Like sometimes I know that they're doing this or doing that, or that's wrong, or they have 7 people living in our house, but they only tell us 2. I just look past it. And I'm like sitting here telling her, like, you're doing exactly everything that I despise of the industry. You're doing exactly stuff that I like. I'm dating you and stuff, and it's cool, whatever the case may be, but your profession is what's probably gonna lack our connection, because it's wrong. I mean, you can't be a social worker but also know at the same time that the work that you're doing is doing no benefit to the children, because that's giving me the note.
At the same time, my brother, that puts you in a perfect position, though. But the problem is, though, you got to be careful, because if you put that information out personally yourself, and they find out who you're with, that's dumb, because she loses her job. Your best bet, get that information to one of us that's got the balls to put it out there for you. That way, it's not on you.
Exactly.
That way it's not on you.
Let them
search for me. Use me for example. Let them search me for somebody connected to it. They ain't gonna find me connected to nobody with no fucking social worker.
And you know, Mr.
Well, it's the whole establishment itself, because they work at I found out they both work at the same company. It's the same company they work for. So that actual establishment itself is a nonprofit, but it's a nonprofit that makes over, I think last year they made over $697,000 a year.
Yeah, they use a nonprofit word.
God damn.
So it's a nonprofit, but it's also connected. It's also connected to over 500 to over 200 different agencies in Rochester. So the whole fact of the matter is that they're creating like the next wave and generation of people, but in their light, in their like eyes, or in their guise, and it's just completely disgusting. So,
real quick, I mean, I gotta jump off here today.
Okay, no doubt.
We're getting ready to head out. If y'all are still going whenever I get back, I'll jump back on, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be.
It's cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna catch you, Daniel.
I usually tell people
I'll be around next time for sure. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Hey,
y'all check this out. I got Mr. Louis Bruce that wanted to jump on, bro. I want him touch a light on this. You know, these baby mama tears and this punk ass sister. What's going on, bro?
How the brothers doing, man? How's everybody doing?
Good, man.
Right, good.
Good, man.
What's good, Bruce?
First of all, let me just say, when I saw the name of this group, man, it was important that I had to be a part of this, because I literally just said that this week. Beginning of this week, recently the stimulus checks came out, right? The stimulus checks came out, and I was anticipating receiving my stimulus check, and lo and behold, I got a letter in the mail telling me that my stimulus check was being redirected to the mother of my children.
Me too.
So my children, she got her stimulus check, her husband's check, and now she got my check.
The husband.
Now on the surface, let me say on the surface.
Wait a minute. The husband's check?
I'm just speculating on that point, but I know they did. I know everybody that applied for the stimulus check that worked a job or was a gig worker got some money. You see what I'm saying? But they took, now I can understand taking half of it, but they took the whole 1,200. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a backstory of really what I'm saying. is that I think that child support system needs a reform because on the surface, a man should take care of his child. A man should take care of his responsibility. But the child support system has not proven that it is the method by which to do that. In my opinion, child support doesn't make better fathers. It doesn't make better parents. What it does is it creates a middleman that now collects money forcefully at times from that individual, and then he takes it to that person. Now, the other day, I got to my wit's end, man, because I'm just being transparent. I had a personal injury claim that I had filed for. I got in the car wreck. I was a Lyft driver. I was a full-time Lyft driver. And my car was totaled in an accident. Do you know, when I sat down with that lawyer to get my check from the settlement, he let me know that in being an attorney and in connection with the district attorney, he had to redirect a portion of my funds to the child support. So
why?
Now, in the last 2 months, mind you, I'm making regular child support payments. Child support has taken out of my pocket $3,000 and it's went out of my household to the mother of my children.
But
why?
See what I'm saying? But why though?
He said in the meeting, he said, well, as a good faith of an attorney, I have to report to the district attorney that this is taking place, and if there's any arrears. Now, let me just touch on that real quick. I tell anybody that has children with somebody and that relationship ends, be proactive. Do not wait. Don't let her tell you, oh, we can handle it off the court. Because when they take you to court, unless you provide those receipts, they're going to charge you from the day y'all break up, and that's how your arrears is set up. That's how
mine went.
Trial and error, because you think about, okay, yeah, I'll work it out with her. Now, there's a time where she gets upset and she goes to the court. The court ain't even considering what's been happening before that. Child support starts from the day you guys break up. So that's a real already.
That's not. Wait. My cousin paid child support. He had his son for 2 years. When his girl went to court, they actually charged him from the day the baby was born up until.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
They went way back.
In our thinking, we think that is the time when she goes to the court. But by they start calculating, you already in debt when you get before the judge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now here's the thing. Both of y'all, right? Both
real
of y'all.
Quick, mention the interest that accrues over time if you don't pay off that debt.
Right.
So it's a trap, man.
Which is ridiculous. The interest rates are crazy.
The thing is, both of y'all right though, because it depends. See, like my situation, I'm current on mine, but I got arrears because they went off when she filed, but then he also entertained he ain't do nothing for a year when he left.
Yes.
And when I said, yes, I did, here's the paperwork, they was like, yeah, but it's not child support.
Yes.
It went on.
That's exactly how I go.
Yeah, that's proof is rigged right there, bro.
Exactly how I go.
Well, I fought that. In my case.
What happened?
I mean, I fought that in my case. So in my case, they what they tried to do for me was they tried to do that same thing. They said from the time that you guys split up 7 or 8 months ago, and then also she wants back child support from when the kids were born. Now they're 11, 8, and 7, and whatever the case may be. They're old. So I told them off the bat, there's no way I can provide you with proof of receipts all the way back then. But from the time that we split up and whatever 8 months ago, I did get all my receipts. So anything that I ever bought when I had my kids, I would take that receipt and throw it in a little bag. Take that receipt, throw it in a little bag. So when we went back to court after like 8 months and all that kind of stuff happened, and they were like, we want to take you for all the back child support, I literally had a garbage bag that had all the receipts in it. And right in front of them, I dumped it. I was like, this is everything I bought. I bought everything. This is $200 here, $30 here, $6 here, $9 there, $20 here. Like I had every receipt, and I dumped the whole bag in court just to give them a perspective that I'm not bullshitting. Like I know what I do for my kids, and I make sure that I record it. So then I also made sure to get my bank account statement. And for that whole 6 months, any day that I had the kids, I circled that day in my bank account and showed like this is how much I paid.
It depends on the judge. I have seen in a court case where they brought the receipts and the judge said it don't count.
It don't count.
Yeah, that's true though.
But then I seen some where they did count it, and then I seen some where they say, what they say, it don't say child support, so that was a gift. You know what I mean? And then do like you supposed.
Well, you have to always think of it like this though. Before you go to court, you do get paperwork, and their paperwork shows the claims that they're doing against you. It's basically what they feel that you should do, what you don't provide, all that kind of stuff. So what you do before court is you do have to make your counterclaims, and you do also have to file anything that you believe you're going to bring up in that court. Because if let's say that you go to court and the day before court, your baby mom does mad bullshit and ratchet shit or whatever, and you give her $100 and she says, I don't know what you're talking about. Even if you go to court the next day and say, yo, this just happened yesterday, the courts are not going to listen to it. That's how court works. Before you go to court, anything that you know that you're going to talk about, that you're going to say, that you're going to claim, you put in there and you file those papers beforehand, so that when you do go to court and they say, this is what she says to you, you have that space of talk. You have that space to talk because you did your own counterclaim to her. So unless you do that, they can run over you. They can say, I don't want to hear what you're saying because it's not something that was filed in court. That's why filing stuff is annoying as fuck. It's dumb as fuck. It's fucking, it takes all your time. Like, you're not a lawyer, so you don't really know what you're doing, but it's still important because that's your means of talking in court when it comes up.
Yes, and you are exactly right what you're saying, because me being in these groups and researching, and a lot of guys have been that knows the system said exactly the same thing. It's claims and it's complaints. And complaints is when you go in court and you let the judge be the one who makes the ruling. A claim is when you go in there with your evidence and your facts, and the judge has to make a decision off of evidence.
Right. And that's
why
the whole
you say
point.
You got to file a paperwork, a kind of claim against child support. Because child support is going to come for you and say, hey, we need you in court for this and this and that. Your kind of claim is, hey, I pay what I pay. I take care of my child. The burden of proof is on you to say I don't.
Right, exactly.
And that's what I messed up at. That's what a lot of fathers mess up at, is that we don't know.
And that's the whole point, is that's how the court system protects itself from being sued, protects itself from being any of that stuff. So the moment that you start putting all this information out there, you file all this paperwork, you can go there every single day before your court date and file a new paperwork, a new claim, a new whatever. Do anything that you can think of, that you want it to be discussed in this custody court or this child support court or whatever. Make sure you put that in your paperwork so that when it comes up, or when you do have your court date, you can say you can see everything that you want. You can prove everything you want, and it would be a burden of proof on them now to like, I don't know, like, be able to combat it or whatever the case may be. And if they can't, then you're winning your case as you go along. The only problem this is the
when you, I think what I researched was, it's called like stay in honor. When you stay in honor and you bring no controversy to the court. So when you don't go in there arguing and you just want to talk about the facts that's on paper, then you pretty much are in control of the court. But if you go in there arguing and fighting and everything, you go in dishonor and they got
you lost. Yeah, you automatically lost.
Yeah, you lose.
Yep, because they don't want to know your story. They don't care about your story. They don't care about your past.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, they don't have no sympathy story for you.
My ex-wife makes over $60,000 to $70,000 a year. At the time that we both split, we both made about $30,000 a year. So we were fine. But after we split up, her employer gave her a raise like a month, not even a month later, which was so convenient. So she got a raise a month after she split up with me. She also split up with me during January. So we all know what comes up, which is tax season. So she was able to claim the kids on taxes because of the order protection and the custody stuff that was going on, and use that money for all the court cases. So I didn't catch up on game or what was going on back then. So I did get screwed in the beginning. Full out got screwed. But as soon as they started telling me that we can't speak about it because you didn't file that ahead of time, I said, okay, all right. So basically, for me to talk shit, I have to bring the shit and give them the shit and then file the shit so that I can legally talk the shit. And basically that's what it was. So before any court case that came out from there, I was filing anything and everything, violations, what I wanted in the change, how the custody I wanted to work, how many days I wanted, the hours, the reason why, the parenting schedule. I did all that stuff so that in future reference, even if I lose all of this, it's still on file. So if it's on file and it shows that I fought and it shows that I gave it my all and gave it all that kind of stuff, and the court still proposed or it still ruled in her favor, then there's some shady shit going on. So that's where I got into the whole factor of knowing that the judge is her board member for her company.
Yeah.
When I found out the lawyers were associated, when I found out all the judge that handled my what is it called? The child support case, the lawyer that represented my ex-wife, she was also that judge's campaign manager.
Crazy, man.
So even after she
He must have froze up.
Yeah, he was kind of freezing when I was hearing him, but
yeah, he lagging.
Hey, but he'll get back on.
Guys, look, I think who's that? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in Las Vegas, man. I'm from Cali, though, Sacramento, California, but I've been living in Las Vegas for the last 11 years.
Is that where your kids are too?
Say it again.
Your kids in Vegas too?
My case is in Vegas because, like I said, I moved here because of that. My wife at that time, and when we got here, she cheated on me, had a baby. I stayed after that, and then when it was all said and done, I went to court and fought the fact that they tried to put the third child on me because we were married at the time. They didn't even go after the father of that child for paternity. So I put it in court, in the courtroom, and I got him removed off my case, although we maintained a relationship. But my thing is this. I believe that the system should more so emphasize custody over cash. You see what I'm saying? Like I am totally not opposed to splitting custody 50% of the year with the mother of my children for alternative as taken out of my money. You see what I'm saying? Because we have lives too. We have to go and live our life. We're not in that household. You want to get married again. You want to start another family. But how does that look whenever it comes time to be there for your family? So part of your proceeds has to go in another household. You see what I'm saying? So you looked at from somewhere. I'm thankful to God that I found a wife that understands me and understands my scenario and is really willing to work with that. But there's not a lot of women out there that are. I've had women say that they don't want to deal with a man that has children from another situation or is paying child support. They get called broke and all of that. But I'm a little.
Because they automatically X you out because they think you ain't on shit because you got a past situation. But that don't mean you ain't moved forward though. And say I don't like that either. I don't like that, bro. I feel you though. That's why I had to hop on her to let you know I'm listening to you.
Right. Check this out. My wife that I'm with right now, in my opinion, she is a quintessential baby mother. She has children by other men, but she hasn't taken one of them to court, and they coexist. And everything is taken care of between the two. I watch her every month navigate and make things happen without ever turning to the court system. And I'm like, I said, you know what? I should have got you first. Because I'm like, my ex-wife, man, the cold part about it, because I also do.
Hold on, Mr. Lewis. Hold on, Mr. Bruce. I want to ask you, though. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You can go ahead, but I want to ask you. Now, she made more money than you, right, when she did this, right?
You talking about my ex-wife?
Yeah.
we were a little even because we went to divorce court.
Well, there it is. This still though, there it is though. That's what me and Mr. Palmer been saying. You not even hurting. Why are you letting this going after this man? Let this man go on then. You know what I mean?
As we speak, she's married. They both work. She working 2 jobs. So it's like, hey, you good. Let me give me my children or I'll send something. But the main thing is I think the child support should emphasize custody. That money thing, that's killing it. Because now, mind you, in Nevada, if you fall behind like $1,000 in child support, they suspend your driver's license without warning.
They do. Yeah, that's what I'm telling Mr. Palmer. They do Texas like that too.
So if you're driving for a living, your money is gone. Now you can't even. Not only can you not pay child support, but now you find yourself without a driver's license. The very thing that got you money to pay the child support. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all a setup. That's when I knew it was rigged. That's when I knew then. When somebody first told me this, like I'll say like 7 or 8 years ago, I knew then. I said, yeah, that's proof that they don't give a fuck about if the dad can help this kid. They don't want the dad to help the kid. So fuck you people. Fuck anybody who said they do. I'm telling you, they lying and they not.
They just want their money back from the welfare that they give them.
Yes, that's right. They don't give a fuck about that daddy with that kid. They don't want that dad in that kid life for real.
Right. And the guys that the system should go after, they never get caught because they don't work a job. They're not trying to make an income, so it's never reported. And then they go under the radar. Meanwhile, the father that wants to be in his child's life wants to maintain the status quo with the relationship and wants to go above and beyond if necessary. He's handcuffed through this system. I can't even get a passport. If I want to go out of the country and make some money, or I want to go out of the country and just live and enjoy my life, you can't even get a passport unless you're caught up on child support.
Hey, Mr. Bruce. Hey, Mr. Bruce. I don't want to interrupt you again, but I had to share this story with you. It was a man by the name of Constantine George from Florida. He was 52 years old. He got behind on 2 daughters for $500,000. He went paddleboarding one day on the ocean and he disappeared.
Dang.
Y'all tell me.
You know what's so crazy?
When you owe $500,000, bro, what the fuck do you do? Man, I'm gone, bro. I'm going to Cuba, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, Mr. Palmer, I'll see you in Cuba, bro. I'll be in the DR, bro. I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm going to the Dominican Republic. I'm out of here, bro. There's nothing I can do. Right. The system rigged. You see Matt Barnes, he said he paid millions and millions and millions, and they still letting this woman get away with what she doing. So, man, hey, man, I'm going to Cuba, man. I'm sorry, man.
I went on Facebook the other day, and a few of my brothers, I'm in the nation, so a few of my brothers came down on me, but I had to do what I had to do. I said, look, I was saying maybe I should set up a GoFundMe and raise the money to pay off the arrears so I can get that off my back. Because if you get rid of the arrears and just pay forward, that's a whole different situation now. Now it's as if you're raising them. But if you have, like, for me, my arrears is at total at now $11,500. So $11,500, and I pay $485 a month. They're only applying $80 to that arrears balance.
Exactly.
How long does it take at all?
Oh yeah, and the interest don't stop on it either.
And then the interest don't stop. That's how the man got put to $500K. Like, goddamn.
You never pay that.
Like, he was a doctor. He had a PhD, but he still couldn't pay out $500K. Goddamn.
I was on Facebook. I was keeping it real. I was kind of joking, but I was serious. Like, if I set up a GoFundMe and like 200 of y'all give me $60, I can get that arrears off my back, and I can go forward and perhaps get ahead. Because if I get ahead, now we talking some good game. Now we talking about you can go out and establish a sizable income that you can take care of your house as well as the children that are not in your house.
But the problem is they want to keep you handcuffed to their arrears. They want you.
That's right.
They want their arrears to stay on you. They don't want you to ever be able to pay it off because
to get out that debt.
They keep adding on because the interest. I think they say the interest rate like 200% or something like that. Is it? Because like you can go from like 5,000 to like 10,000 in like a couple months or some shit like that. I think it was.
But and then this all depends on what she's trying to get to and how much she asking for too.
Well, let me say this. Now now what you said is not. I don't put this 100% on the woman. I don't. What I blame the woman for is when they go to the system because the system ain't right and you know what it's about but you turn to the system.
No,
and
they know the system is something that hurts you. That's what they know.
Yeah, they know.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, Mr. Bruce. That's what I'm against right there. What you just said. We all against that right there.
We all been threatened with child support. We all been.
When you've been threatened with child support, that's proof also by them, even though without them admitting it, they self admitting it without them even knowing, because they say, "Hey, I have this weapon called child support, and I'll beat you with it if you you piss me off."
What you say? I go to child support. You like?
They know that. They know that, and that's why I was saying earlier.
And it's a weapon. It's not for the kid. It's a weapon.
You don't have to put a gun to the government. Don't have to put a gun to a baby.
For families. If anything, child support divides the family more than anything else.
It does.
Because you can't be there. I can't take you on the birthday present because they just X my check $500 to send. I had to send that through them. I can't even give you anything for your birthday. And if I do, it's going to be a detriment. I spend money traveling because now here's the thing. When I was in laws, when I got divorced from my ex-wife, without a conversation, she moved to Arizona. She just moved to Arizona. We didn't even get a chance. I didn't get a chance to accept it or reject it. She just did it. You see what I'm saying? Even though the judge told her that we had to have an agreement for her moving out. So she moves to Arizona. Okay, that's fine. You want to move on with your life? That's cool. So I'm traveling down there. But when I get down there, I got to buy a hotel room or Airbnb. I got to rent a car. I got to spend all this. Man, I got to spend money with the children. And then when I got to pay child support. So now who do I plead that to? Who do you tell that to when that's happening?
It's a lose-lose situation.
And you got the court fees and the lawyer to go to court and put these things on the table, because they say, and here's the thing real quick. I don't like when people say you got to be a father to your child. You should raise your children. Yes, that's absolutely true, and that's a fact. But don't act like the system is designed to make that a full reality. There's some and it's definitely crooked.
Well, how about this then, Mr. Bruce? How about you just take the kid if it's that bad, and then you don't ever got to say nothing to her again?
Right.
Absolutely. Because there's
but every time you bring that as an option, they reject that option. They decline that. They decline this. This makes more sense. Hey, look at even look at you can look at even Ludacris, people like that. I mean, you got 50 Cent. Some of those dudes take their son, and that was the best thing anyway, because the dude ended up going to what his dad did, or he ended up following the business behind his dad. But I think the courts don't want that either, and that's why.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. No, they don't.
No, they designed to get it off you.
They get outside of their normal working salary. I'm talking about earning them income credit. When they file income taxes, they get the whole tax refund back. All of that money should come out of our balance.
Right. I agree.
Would not have me if they were in my household. They would not get earned income credit if I got the children 6 months out of the year or more.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you wouldn't have to pay. I mean, you wouldn't have to keep paying all the extra unnecessary fees that you could have just used to take care of your own kid.
Average woman will move out of state and they have a child support case with you, because now they can exert that control from a distance, and they don't give you the opportunity to exercise your 50-50 right.
Yeah, to even get a chance. Yeah.
Out of state.
And not only that, when you try to, like you say, you try to get equal parenting, that right there is already gone, because she's gone 1,000 miles away, and then you don't know what's going on, and that's why you see your son getting locked up, shot at, and everything else, because lack of father. But then they blame you and say you the deadbeat because you weren't around.
But they didn't want him around, so I can't feel sorry for you. You didn't want him around. Fuck you.
But they're gonna play victim. That's what baby mama Terry does. Play victim.
Yeah.
Say what was
Because if you drive the man away on purpose, there's no more sympathy for you.
Exactly.
And I feel like I'm with my boy. I'm with you, Mr. Palmer, on it. When they shouldn't get it anyway if they wasn't married to the man. Because a lot of these women who getting it wasn't even married or even close to getting married, and they still just cashing out like they was like 20-year wives. And that shouldn't. That's how you know again the system is rigged.
Yeah, they want that $51 billion.
Definitely. Hey, I'm about to log off, but I want to say one more thing before I do. I think a lot of people, when they see, fuck child support and like things like that, when they see that, they automatically think that we're talking about fuck our kids. And what they don't understand is that we're not talking about fuck our kids. We're talking about the system that is fucking us, and they don't see that side, and don't want to research or see that side of it.
No, they don't.
To black people and black families, and that's crazy. And I just wish that one day they do that.
Right, but here's the thing, though. When a lot of
exactly, Eddie. Exactly. That's exactly what they think.
And a lot of times they do know, but what they do, they come with deflection and they ain't like that. Nah, that's full of shit. Yeah. The ones that do know, they know the system bullshit.
They know the system bullshit, and a lot of females know it's bullshit, and a lot of females that guys they see the horror of these systems on their husbands and it's a lot of strain on new relationships as well. You know, you give it a new girl, and then you got a baby mama that's terrorizing you, and the new girl she can't take it. She might end up leaving you for that.
Right.
You know,
that's right. That's what they pushing for. That's what they doing it for. Yeah. It's a weapon. Like I said, it's a weapon to basically it's a weapon to basically kill a lot of birds with one stone. It's a weapon to keep you from going on financially, leaving her behind financially. Emotionally, you're gonna leave her behind emotionally, because if you get another girl, you're no longer going to be interested or giving a damn about her. So she knows this too. So it's like I said, she's trying to ruin the whole train. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I say don't fall for that Black Lives Matter bullshit, because they all the ones that talk that black fist, they send you for fair. Them the ones taking you to court. Them the ones that take your kid, man. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that feminist ass shit. Don't.
Believe that.
Oh no, yeah, man, you know you're gonna hear it.
It was great talking to you guys, man.
All right, brother, be safe.
Hey, good talking to you, Eddie.
Man, I'll be in the next one.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
All right, brother.
Hey, all right, I'm going, man.
Hey, all right now. Hey, brother. Brother Lou, you got knocked off too. Come back on, brother Lou. I gotta ask you a question. But see, that's what I'm saying. The Black Lives Matter organization, man. That's what I say. And all these so-called black queens that say they support.
Yeah, man.
And we Black Lives Matter. No, it don't. Cause them the ones setting you up for failure, bro. That's why I said they're gonna hate me on this one.
Oh yeah, they're gonna hate. No, they can't hate the truth. You can hate the truth all you want.
I hate the truth, but the reality is what it is, man. Fuck. You know, so you know what I mean, but it is what it is. And it's just unfortunate that people are still in denial, or they try and deflect and everything else when they know the truth is what it is, right in their face. They don't want the
truth right in their face.
They don't want the truth to come out, bro, man. That's when it's all said and done. Like I said, it's designed to fuck me and over. Straight up.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. And also, you know, ruin him, you know, to keep from going on all the way, like we were saying, you know, because you can recover from it. You know, some dudes already have to take the pain of losing their kid, but then now you trying to ruin me from going to live my own life. Like, damn, you don't want the man to live. Like, damn, like, damn. Now it's getting like, now you know, now it's like a conspiracy to this shit. Like, it need to be exposed.
Right, definitely, and that's why I come. Yeah,
for real, it need to be exposed.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So what you got planned for the rest of the day, man?
Oh, man, I'm finna go over here and take care of my son right now, man.
Oh, he with you?
Yeah, my youngest son. He playing right now, but I'm gonna take him to the park in a little bit when it cool off. You know, it's hot in Texas. So
how's it? This is like 80 degrees out here with a breeze, though.
Nah, see, it's like 90. It got a breeze, but shit, that 90 still hitting.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Hey, that 93 still gonna sting you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, y'all got the humidity, man.
Yeah, it's bad, man. So, you know, hey, I'm gonna be out there when the sun start to drop a little bit, but that's like around like 2 or 3 hours though.
Yeah, damn. Y'all ain't been getting hit with a lot of rain, have you?
No, it been dry lately. But,
oh, okay.
Shit, I don't know. That shit be random too. Like sometimes it might sprinkle a little bit, then that shit go dry right back up. All that do is just make it humid as fuck. Then shit, it's hot again. So shit, it's like it won't get much, bro. It's dry down here.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. Nah, man, but you know, I ain't gonna stay on too. I'm finna actually log off myself, man. Hey, this was a great dialogue once again, man. Like I said, I'm trying to come on more and more, and definitely, like I say, spread that mess. But I had to talk about that. That was in my spirit, man, because I'm getting tired of this fraud shit. And oh yeah, bro, did you know that George Floyd had two kids that was they go my
Jesse said 93 with the index. Yeah, Jesse, no.
Hey, did you know that they got that George Floyd had 2 kids, man, that was estranged?
Yeah, the baby mama wouldn't let him see him. I read that article, bro. I seen that.
See, ain't nothing I want to talk about that. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna post it on Instagram And Facebook, that's what I talked about. Like I say, Black Lives don't matter. They don't give a fuck about you. And that's what
Man, they ain't give a fuck about that, man. I got an uncle similar to George Floyd. He passed away this past March 2020, but he was telling me, he had told me a story about himself, because I didn't even know. And I bought him, what we talking about. And I bought the subject to him, not knowing that he was gonna share a story himself. And he ended up sharing a story saying some similar shit. Like George Floyd saying that the woman, he tried to contact the woman he had a daughter with, and she purposely, he found out where she lived and tried to get in contact with the daughter because the daughter was asking about her dad. He said he got in contact with her. She purposely moved, bro. When he found out where his daughter was, she purposely moved, changed her number, and told him she don't want to hear from him ever again.
Baby mama terrorist, bro.
So, you know what I'm saying? She could tell that little girl anything. You know what I'm saying? He won't. The little girl will never know the truth, basically.
Right. Never. You know what I'm saying? Till she wise up and try to search and find. Hopefully it happened. But that's what I'm saying. Even George Floyd was screwed by the baby mama terrorists.
Yeah. And she took his kids from him on purpose and didn't let him see him on purpose.
Exactly. Then later on, he decided to move to Minneapolis. Then he had another kid, and that's why they didn't put the two older kids on the news. I saw it on social media.
Oh, okay.
That's why they ain't talking. They don't want it out there because they gonna.
Okay. I ain't know that. I ain't know he had other kids too.
Bro, Google it. Just Google George Floyd estranged kids, bro. And I'm gonna put it on Facebook, Instagram too. See, they ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sent it to me, and that's what I'm saying.
I read that article with the estranged kid. I read that one, but I thought that was his only kids. I thought that was it. See, I didn't know. Yo, okay then.
24 and 26-year-old man, baby mama terrorists. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, man. That's why I got to call out the Black Lives Don't Matter. And that organization just letting the black men say that they operation is alphabet community, feminist.
That's right.
That's it, bro.
And they monetize and they get money off of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't get paid off this.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, it take money to build and grow and everything else, but they on a whole nother agenda. They ain't trying to save no black men. They ain't trying
they never have. Right. I never seen no real agenda just actually trying to do that. And if it was made, they stopped them.
Exactly. So fuck them. So you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna hold your mouth to go ahead and go ahead.
Oh yeah, just get at me, man. I'll be on here next time.
Yeah,
just get at me, man.
I've been doing it now to spur the moment I have time. I just go and do. I ain't really have no set time. You know what I be on. So running for that child support.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I'm with you, man. I'm running too, man. That's all I'm finna tell you earlier. When I get off here, man, I'm gonna get back to running, man.
All right, bro. Be easy. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow, bro.
All right, big boss. Catch up. Contact me, bro. You got my contact. Get at me, big boss.
All right, bro.
All right, salute.
All right, salute. Peace, man. Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? Hey, this was a good dialogue, man. I had, like I say, talk about, this Black Lives Matter organization, these black queens that say they support their kangs. You know what I mean? Don't none of these baby mama tell support their men. And they come in all forms of colors. But this the ones that sit back, they out there fighting and bullshitting and doing public speaking, saying they support black men, but then the main ones who majority got black men on child support. So get your ass out of here for fair relationships and building and teaching them a lesson and alienating their kid. You know what I'm saying? So that had to be addressed and called out. But the next time I come on here, I'll post the link again to the for the t-shirts. It's on the Teespring, and also the hats I'm working on. It's hard to find somebody to do an embroidery on the hat. Want to put fuck child support on the hat, but I'm working on it. So y'all be easy, and y'all stay tuned, stay supporting the page. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow Fuck Child Support on Instagram. Yeah, Jesse, everything you saying is right. Investigate the corporation. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. And that's something we got to learn them laws because it's illegal anyway. If we know them laws and know how to talk and what to say, we could definitely make it happen. But if we can do it all at one accord at one time, that's how we really can flood them. One person doing it here and there ain't gonna cut it. That's why we got to come together as one to help each other, spread logic and knowledge, and keep people up. You know what I'm saying? Bobby, we're gonna talk too, bro. You already told me what was up earlier. Yeah, Jesse. I think we friends on Facebook. If not, send me an ad, Lionel Palmer, bro. But y'all definitely be easy. You know, Father's Day is Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come on on Father's Day, and talk. you know, a little bit. You know, the thing is, Father's Day is every day, man. Every day that you have a child is Father's Day. Just like Mother's Day, every day you have a child. I think, in my opinion, I go Father's Day or Mother's Day for the ones who's not here. Um, you know, even if you ain't around your kids due to a baby mama tear, it's Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? It's every day. You know, so we'll definitely touch in, you know, with that. Um, but y'all definitely, oh yeah, yeah, just we as friends, we'll talk. So y'all definitely have a good rest of the day and stay tuned. I'll still be posting everything, and y'all be safe out here with the pandemic and all this other bullshit going on, man. All right, y'all. Well, I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace.